Welcome to this episode of Outcast and Outclassed that technically doesn't exist because we're on a leap day.
Happy leap day! Chaos! Bop!
When did it become leap day instead of leap year?
Well, it is
the day
a leap
of the year. It's the day though
yes,
that is the
that's
leap
what
year.
I was trying to
it's the
say.
day
That
of
we
the
are
year
on the
that
day
It's happening.
of that we are leaping. We're in the air right now.
Tally-oop!
Tally-oop.
Tally-oop.
Right. So
That was
The excitement,
leap,
Maria,
honestly.
the excitement from you. Woo! I can't contain myself.
I cannot contain it. It's just
First.
Oh God.
some brief announcements, if you don't mind. This is really quick. We're getting real close to time. So March 8th is the last day where our Rivals merch, Waffles, hold it up. Duval, show your sweatshirt. Heck
Nice.
yeah. We have really cool Rivals merch, y'all. Comes in different colors. We have more than sweatshirts, but the sweatshirts have names down the sides of them, and they're super cool. We also have all sorts of other merch there, by the way, but the Rivals merch that I designed is only going to be available until March 8th. If you want it after March 8th, well, you, I guess, should become a Breakfast Club member because it will become a Breakfast Club exclusive. However, there's also lots of cool other stuff. One I have yet to show because I forgot, but we're gonna pretend it was on purpose. These really cute stickers, y'all. Look at them.
Oh, no.
We have some of our Twitch emotes that you might be familiar with our little buddy, the owl bear. His name is Chicken Nuggy, and that's also our hero points. He's so cute, little nugs. But we have all sorts of cool stuff in mugs, and there's just a bunch. So go check it out. But March 8th is the end, not just of the Rivals merch, but also of our discount code for the Breakfast Club. So if you are planning on joining the Breakfast Club, do so now before March 8th and use code LAUNCH. That's LAUNCH, launch, and you'll get 10% off of that first month. And then it's good for you, and it's good for us, and it's a big happy family. Yes, good. All right. That is mostly what I wanted to shout out. Yeah, don't give me that look, Maria. I'm fighting my brain today, and we're gonna make it happen.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Not the sweetie!
Pat. I deserve it. It's okay.
It's okay. Yes, you are a good
You got
young
this.
badass. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Listen,
You have a chicken nugget. It's
You
good.
see
You're doing
me
great.
struggling, and if you pity my poor soul, just go to club.wafflesmaplesyrup.com and check it
Please.
out. Okay,
Wow.
please.
What a plug.
Please.
That is cool. That transition, though.
I'll use anything that I can. I have no shame. And now for today's sponsors.
Wow, we are on fucking fire.
Hey.
Let's go.
I didn't get the prompt for who our sponsors are. I can guess one of them, though.
Eldritch Osiris.
Eldritch
Games.
Osiris. Hey, y'all. Do you like Pathfinder? I hope you do. That's why you're here. Do you like people making cool shit and being awesome and wonderful? I bet you do. That's why you're here. Now let me introduce you to Eldritch Osiris Games. They are really cool people who are making really cool shit and helping really cool people get their cool shit into the world. And by that, I mean Pathfinder stuff. And by the world, I mean you. If you go to eldritchosirisgames.com, you can see the plethora of wonderful supplements, settings, campaigns, etc., that have been made by creators in the TTRPG space. Eldritch Osiris Games is the first TTRPG co-op in existence so far. And they help to support other creators and get their things published so that you and I and everyone can see them and play them and use them, and it's really neat and cool. So eldritchosirisgames.com. Go check them out. Check out their the stuff about their Kickstarter that released that I forgot the name of. That's got mechs and magic and Finder, and these two are writing for it, and it's great.
Beautiful. They're good peeps.
It's on the front
honestly.
page. They're really great.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much, Maria. All right.
You're welcome.
With that, we'll try our darndest to get our shit together. And
sorry.
until then, we will see you in class.
But we're in a garden.
Hello. Welcome back, and I'm not gonna look at y'all so I can keep my shit together. So, I'm losing my voice, and I apologize. Last we left off, we started last session still in the safe house, Resk's safe house, with just Ark and Tal, dealing with, well, some dead bodies because someone was here before them, but the following day, as everybody returns to the Sprout House, and some breakfast is brought surprisingly by Ark to the group, the expected and needed conversations unfold. We have some, not just heart-to-hearts, but some confrontations in people's behavior centered on, well, honestly, a few of them. Ark is talked to by nearly everybody, including Rin, Arafe's shadow, and retreats to their room. We have another interesting confrontation between Arafe, well, again, between everybody, but initiated by Arafe against Hideaki, talking about chasing a high. There is a lot of things that are hashed out into the open, and it seems to have been much needed. However, before the group is able to move forward in their rest of their day, they are interrupted by a handsome man in a purple coat by the name of Ignacy, who, well, finds himself at the Sprout House. Ignacy tells you all about something they've noticed about the alchemical supply of the school. They have noticed a pattern and are worried a little bit about the, we'll say, explosive/chaotic nature of this additive substance that has unpredictable results. You agree to look into it, accepting his one condition that he joins you in this investigation to learn and be a part of, well, the growingly on campus famous outcasts as they are climbing the ladder of the Magaambya quite quickly. Not one to be left behind, wanting to join the group, at least to see what's happening. Ignacy comes along with you into the city. Well, you guys talk to Zokon first, get some information, get the name of the supplier, and into the city you go to, well, find out some more. You talk to the vendor who is does not have much information to the person who supplies him with this very cheap but very popular alchemical supply, and you decide to camp out for a few days in hopes that this supplier will show up. And indeed, when they do, you are surprised to find a familiar face. Though the name provided to you was Abeo, well, this one you know by another name, Jaya. Well, once they recognize you, and specifically I think Hideaki initially, and recognizing that this is not just more than mere coincidence, but you have some questions for them, they book it, and into a chase we go. Dust in the air, crowded stalls and streets on the marketplace, into twisting and turning alleyways. Eventually, you lose them. And merging from the streets, though, there is interesting knowledge to be gained from prior conversations as you recall where they lived in the northeast of the city. And you pursue. As you get a little closer to the northeast of the city, on the outer ring, as you recall, well, there were people waiting for you. And that is about where we left off, as one after another. I'm gonna try to see if I recall exactly what I said last time.
It was something like frog, dwarf frog, or something like that.
Yeah, very duck goose.
I said that there were
Don't think so.
2 humans, 1 elf, and a dwarf.
Oh, okay.
Thank you
Sheesh.
very
What? I thought we got frogs too.
I thought it was all
Like,
frogs.
yeah, 2 Gripplies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gripplies are frog people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2
Oh,
Gripplies.
I didn't hear you say Gripplies, I guess.
It was the first. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I don't
As I
remember
said in
elves.
chat,
Let's
tip
take
your
them
note
out.
takers, everybody.
Tip your note.
Oh no.
note takers.
Tip your note takers. Waffles.
So,
maple
in the
syrup.com.
moment, as out of nearby alleyways, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 individuals emerge and begin to advance on you. Ignacy, in their quick thinking, identifies a nearby gardens that they think might be better suited for some combat rather than, out in the open on the street. Calls you all over to duck into here and lure them in there. And we now turn to, oops, I didn't mean to do that, our battle map.
Yeah.
I want to, for ease of this combat, because initially, we were going to have perhaps, listen, with respect, I do not want to play all of these PCs and Ignacy. So we're going to do something a little similar to something that you perhaps recall in the fight that occurred in the ceremony, where Ignacy will be fighting and I will be describing them, and we're just gonna put him off on this little offshoot over here. And y'all can be all up in here. And if you can move around, this is not necessary. This is just for my ease.
Sure.
Let me bring on some of these other folks as well. So, the first, I'm just gonna bring, actually.
Look at this Gripply.
Oh.
Ah,
Hi.
Oh man, they look really cool.
3 twins.
No.
I'm just kidding.
3 sets of twins.
Why? What are the odds? Oh damn, they're really
right.
close to us. Holy shit.
Well, I'm bringing people in here.
Just bringing them in, yeah, no.
So as you enter this space, these gardens, you all kind of just rush in here. The gate to this opens easily. Ignacy runs forward into the gardens, opens the gate, and rushes in. It looks like a public gardens of some kind. There's a small sign at this in front that is like slightly overgrown as you rush in. And the immediate, like, there's sort of like 2 paths that twist through this space, a beautiful, is it called a pagoda in the middle, with kind of on the other side. So you enter the, almost used to sticking together, the 4 of you run through the path that is going to give you some more maneuverability. And Ignacy kind of ducks to the side, taking the slightly narrow path. The people that are coming onto you now, that are coming in, rushing after you, they kind of split off accordingly. So there's 2 that begin to advance on Ignacy and 4 that begin to advance on you all. And you notice that specifically the Gripleys seem very, very much focused on you as they begin to approach. You are all in a line right now, and I don't recall, was Overnosa manifested or
No.
not?
Was not.
Okay, so I'm just putting them here for a moment. It is not a big deal.
Yep.
And well, I suppose let's everybody roll some initiative.
Sure.
Click on your tokens.
Click on your tokens.
Too many screens.
I got a 9.
Wildly, Ignacy got a 29.
Of course he did. Okay, that
Which
is
makes
actually-
sense, they kind of ran in there.
Hey, I actually updated my Roll20 stuff, so these are the same number. Grand.
Hey. Hey, good job.
Yay me. I mean, terrible roll, but yay me.
Straight up, natural 20.
Wait,
Let's
that means
go.
I rolled a 1.
Sheesh.
Oh no.
Like 10, that's like it's the lowest I could possibly get. Oh,
It's okay.
gotta let you guys shine once in a while. Can't always take the guilty mark. I kid.
I adore you.
Or does she? Don't.
Just leaves me more time to, snipe the kill.
will say this is actually kind of nice and I apologize for the silence as we roll for initiative.
We're
Is
doing
there
stuff.
music playing, Waffles? Just
I'm
as a-
trying.
A little bit.
I was gonna say
There is.
now.
It's just a little quiet.
Ah, there it is. I was gonna say apologize for the silence as we all roll quick initiative here. But I was gonna say actually that this is kind of nice because I think Roll20 had an update and it is just sort of automatically putting the initiative into the token for the NPCs, and that's
Yeah, it's got that like smart search.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I
That's a good
like
update.
it. Okay, so okay, this is gonna be interesting for me. We're gonna get creative here as I move some screens around. Alrighty. I got this, yo.
No.
All right. Everybody's initiative is in? Question mark.
Yep.
Yeah. Can I reroll mine?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. So I guess actually, Hideaki, we start.
Hang on. Sorry, I just realized I rolled a nat 20 as well.
Yo.
In roll 20. So it's 27, not a 25.
I
Nice.
love it. 31, 29 goes down to 22, and then it's Arafane Arc 10 and 9.
Yep.
Like it goes from
Oh,
20
the
to
babies.
10.
Don't even worry about it.
Let's do this. Hideaki, as you rush in to these gardens and start kind of running down, what you doing?
Yeah, as they sort of rush in, and he's hearing sort of these baddies on their heels, so to speak. Are they saying anything? I know they kind of brandish their weaponry, but I'm curious before I do anything if I hear them speaking at all.
Yeah, so the Gripply, the two kind of they're similar reddish tones, and thank you. I should absolutely give some of that descriptions as well.
Totally.
The reddish toned Gripplies, these frog-like people, very quickly as they begin to advance into this space. Those of you that visually saw a Gripply in the mind of and I'm going to forget their name, that the
What's his
Kalembi,
face? Yeah.
I believe. Ooh,
Yeah.
that came from nowhere and I'll take it. You recall seeing a sort of green skinned frog in that. And so you do
Right.
not believe in the immediate that these two Gripplies are the same person. However, they do not look like they're messing around, and as they begin to approach, there's just this smirk on their face as they don't actually say anything aside from a slow chuckle.
Great. And obviously Hideaki's also very quiet. Not at all, as a matter of fact. He looks at them and he goes, "We do not have fucking time for this." And he slams his hand into the ground, and right in front of him, there's a small like swirl of energy, of this like yellow energy, and out pops out this giant skunk. As he's going to use a second level spell slot to cast Summon Animal. It's 3 actions to do that. And then that also immediately triggers 2 actions from this giant skunk, which you begin to smell something very
Less
awful.
than pleasant.
Very less than present. And and then out of it comes this like yellow spray from its butt. I believe it's a 15-foot cone, so I think it gets all 4 of these guys.
So you summoned them right in front of you, is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Alrighty, amazing. So, yeah, we can do really cool little cone measurements as they go. 15?
Yep.
Perfect. That
Yep, fucking
that
nailed it.
gets all of them.
Excellent.
So what do I gotta do for you?
I need a Fortitude saving throw from all of them.
Fortitude saving throw? Darn. All right.
Fortitude saving throw, please.
1, 2 over here. All right, for the 2 Gripplies, that is a 14 and a 19.
1 failure, 1 success.
And then for the 2 burglars, sorry, that's just the character sheet.
Sure, that's fine. No worries.
It's for my ease of reference,
Let me look it
okay?
up really fast. Burglar, you said? No, I'm kidding.
A 14 and a 25.
14 fails, 25 is a success. So, the ones that succeeded are sickened 1. The ones that failed are sickened 3.
Okay, so the ones slightly further away that had got a little less are going to be just sickened 1. And I will do that with a little green dot. And then the 2 that are closer to this little skunk will be sickened 3.
Amazing. Wonderful. And,
I don't like that, though. So how about we don't do that, though?
Too bad, so sad. And that's, yeah, all 3 actions, and that's my buddy's action, and I'm good.
Okay, that is... sickened is that penalty against all their checks and DCs. That's not good.
Sickened condition.
No, I'm yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were asking.
But they
sorry.
can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover, which is interesting indeed. All right, is that the end of your turn?
That's my turn.
Amazing. Okay, so then you see over on the other side of this little this little like a wall of a hedge here. You see Ignacy running inwards. As they turn around, you see them pull from behind their back, like underneath their coat, these 2, how would you describe it? They're star knives. So if you're familiar, they are these like circular, the handle is like circular with a bar inside with spikes on either end. As they take 2 of these out and they turn around, plant their feet, and grin, and they toss 1 at the individual in front of them as they kind of grab with their other hand, still holding the star knife. As soon as it's released, they grab this like other piece of cloth from within a pocket of their coat that flickers outwards, and you see this like long, almost like ribbon that they then take around their weapon that's still in their hand. They do something with it, and you can tell that this is some kind of magical like artifact or something that's happening. And then that gets put away, and they look forward and they just start laughing, like they're having fun and being like, "So, which one of you think you can touch me?" And interestingly, you notice the voice does not come from his direction, as it suddenly comes from directly behind them. And they kind of whirl around for a second, already put off. And that is all he does. Next.
That's hot.
Tal.
Sorry, I was entranced and trying to figure out who the hell you were talking about, and it was only at the end till they realized you were talking. It was Ignacy. So there's that. Okay. Question: can I see the fancy lad?
Yes, you can.
Okay, great. My
Across
second
the hedge.
question involves measurements. Oh, okay, great. We love it when someone's exactly within 30 feet.
It's good stuff.
Tal, as they begin to step backwards, I have a terrain question. Is this thing that's behind Ark, is this a statue?
Yes, it is.
Great. I love a climbable surface. Tal is going to start making their way that way, but before they do, they reach out in front of them and draw a line in the air with their fingers that kind of manifests into this shimmering line, and they pull it back, and as they let go, they cast Loose Time's Arrow on the entire party.
Let's go!
Including
Let's
Ignacy.
go.
And Overnose if he was here.
Rip.
Done.
Yeah, right. All affected targets are quickened. They can use the extra action only to step or stride.
I like it.
Yeah, and that's until the end of my next turn. So I'm gonna use my quickened action to try to get up on top of this statue. How tall are these hedges, by the way?
They're going to be for a medium-sized creature. They are like pretty chest high. Like they're not something you're supposed to walk over. It is supposed to be like here's a garden path like section, but you're able to like see over it.
Okay, how tall is this statue then? Would you say?
Yes.
Taller than Waffles.
Yes.
Okay, then yes, Tal will then use their quickened action to move and get on top, get on up there, get on top as high as they can go.
Yeah, make me an acrobatics check. Climb that statue that has, as you like step off of the please do not climb sign.
Oh yeah. No, I step on it and it cracks.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, it like falls over.
You hear the clink of metal.
Yeah. 27.
Amazing. Yes. So you scramble up there. It is a little precarious, but it is not. So it is like a statue. It's an art statue. It is definitely like it looks like humanoid and it's artistic in its way. It's definitely like I'm scrambling up here and you're going to be balancing up here. It is good advantageous ground, but it is a little rickety. It's not really meant to be climbed. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. And I have a question about specifically loose time arrow duration. It says until the end of your next turn. Does that mean I cannot cast something that has a sustain effect to it?
No, you're able to sustain multiple spells, I believe. Yeah, if you have the action economy to cast it, you're fine. If you then need the action economy to sustain each of them if it was something that you would need to sustain.
Okay.
But you should be fine.
Okay. Great, because I don't think the loose times arrow doesn't need sustaining. I think then with the last action, I am going to look down at my companions. And as I do, I'm going to whisper a few words. And Arafe, you might feel like a little like tingle sensation on like the back of your neck as I cast Nudge Fate on you.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. Which I will
and you
post in the thingy for you.
Thank you.
That thread to do so. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, now. Amazing. Is that the end of your turn?
That is all of the actions.
Perfect. All right, so on Ignacy's side of things, we have the two advance, and they get thrown off for a second. The one, and I forgot to mention, as the star knife does go directly embeds into one of their shoulders, and it kind of grunts as it kind of pulls that off, drops it on the ground, and grimaces at him, just kind of muttering like stupid tricks. And begins to advance with this like club that they pull out, and they are going to step up and swing. And actually, they're going to step up and start kind of like closing in, getting around them very purposefully, almost to like leave room for their friend as they realize that they are 2-on-1 here, and they will. They swing, and Ignacy like he was moving like fast, weirdly fast, and just ducks out of the way as it swings right in the air where he was a second ago. And you see him kind of grunt and begin to just start beating again, and they're going to just start doing that over there. The other one comes up as well, and trying to flank Ignacy in this moment as they begin to swing at him. And let's see how Ignacy holds up on 2v1. Seems to be ducking very, very well. Now he does get hit once or twice, and like, can you hear him grunting? But he still has this like obnoxious grin on his face, and you see him like almost as the one behind him does manage to hit him on his side. He grunts and turns around. He's just like, I've had worse, and is just holding it up over there. So that's what's happening over there. But more to your concern, the first Gripply that is very, very sickened, takes a second, like doubled over, and does indeed try to clear their nostrils of this awful scent. So they get to remake their fortitude save. And what is the DC again?
It is 17.
Okay. So managing to wait. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. Managing to, the Gripply is able to clear their nose of this, and they kind of like, as you see them like kind of spit out a little bit of that disgusting, like everything that filled their everything. And now that is an action to do so. And it kind of like grunts as it pulls out a kukri, and is going to quickly advance, and they're going to sneer at you, Arafe, as they pass right on by you and just really quickly kind of slink through the two of you and try to go at you from behind Hideaki. Also maybe purposefully away from the skunk, as it doesn't want to bother with the skunk. And it's going to approach you, Hideaki, and I mean, you're probably kind of turning to face them, but as it kind of swings from behind you, quietly, they go, "You're the loud one then," and go to strike at you.
They know about us.
20.
They've heard us.
No.
28 is a success. It's a hit. Sure. Whatever
Okay.
that means.
Yes.
So my battleship.
That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage. As you would like to please also give me a fortitude saving throw.
I thought that might be on the way. That's not awesome, but it's a 20. It's a fortitude, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The DC is not quite met. So now, I should know this by now. Waffles, help remind me. At this point, do they immediately go into stage 1 of a
Yes.
poison? Okay.
Stage 1 is activated immediately, and then I believe it ticks at the end of every one of their turns after that.
Hideaki's turn or the Gripply's turn?
Hideaki's turn.
Okay. Let me also get rid of.
Y'all remember poisons?
Oh boy, yeah.
Having season 1 flashbacks.
Um,
me deep in my curse of potent poison and everything just for this episode, y'all.
Yep, sure was. Can't wait.
I can't wait.
So take 2 points of poison damage as you feel a sort of like secondary fire rush in through the cut that was placed on your back. And you are now stupefied 1.
Cool.
The second Gripply, kind of, they're not going to try to throw up. But but they're going to just confidently step forward and look between the two of you, Ark and Arafe. So, which one of you wants to die first?
Me.
They give you this big grin. And so likewise with the Kukri. Do either of you say anything?
Yeah, Ark just like kind of bland face says, me.
That sounds right.
Turns to you, smiles, reels back, and swipes at Arafe.
Yeah. Called that.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
Solid.
24.
24 will hit me.
Okay, that's going to be 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Ark's plan to never get hit this combat, succeeding.
And also fortitude save, please.
Fortitude save. Is it 25?
Amazing. That is a success. You feel some like residual heat in the blade that cuts deeper than you expected, and I think you can put together that something just tried to kind of affect your body and did not succeed. Now moves. All right, now the two of them, both of them, are going to try to make a second attack here because they only moved and attacked here. All right, so that is a 15 to you, Hideaki.
The Hideakis
Nope.
can't attack again because it retched.
Oh, thank you. I was like, wait, I did wrong. Okay, perfect. Then Arafe, 15
Sorry, 15 for what?
to hit.
No.
Okay, amazing.
I beat
So it is kind of unfortunate that they're kind of going together in initiative here. That's not great for y'all.
Sorry, my turn's coming up and they're always complicated. So I'm like, wait, you're talking to me. What do you need?
I forgot to reduce one for their the one that did not decide to throw up. And then if they don't decide to use an action to do that fortitude save, do they get it at the end of their turn for free?
I don't believe so.
I don't
not
think
on
so.
not on sickened, I believe. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure
Let's look.
not though. I tried to find it. I could not.
Sicken always includes a value, and this is not one of those things that then reduces at the end of your turn automatically. No, just if you can spend a single action. Okay. So you made the silly little call to tough it out. All right. So, next up, the burglars, as I'm calling them, follow up, and you can tell they watch the way these Grippleys are maneuvering, and you can tell that they're like following almost orders here of the Grippleys, and they look over to the one that's in front of the one on the right, looks over to the Gripply that just stepped up to Arafe and goes, I'll try to get the one up there, and steps forward to try to well, honestly, it's gonna walk up to you, go hold on, and retches first. We'll see if they succeed there.
That awkward
That
moment
was
when you
the-
have to do a little, you gotta flow up.
Yeah. They are not successful with the 13. So they look a
bad.
little ill. But what they're going to do is they're going to just rush forward. They pause to throw up, and then they're just like, oh, fuck it. And they're going to just try to shove the statue down to get you down off of it.
That's
Okay.
really funny.
So with a 23
Okay.
athletics, what I want to do is they're going to tumble this statue out from under you.
Okay.
But can you make
Can't-
me a reflex saving throw to try to
Yes.
land?
Can I use that reflex saving throw to hop the hedge over to Ignacci's side?
No, not at this distance, I would say. They're trying to yeah. And also for my point in this case, which is not really you can go to that side, but my goal here is with sort of flavor combat over there versus y'all focusing over here.
Okay. Got it. This cock. Reflex saving throw, you say?
Yes.
30.
Amazing. Yeah. So you feel the statue get rocked below you, but with your cat-like reflexes, you're able to just it tumbles down sort of like and crashes almost diagonally away into that little corner, and you land in that exact spot that you're in, just on all like Superman pose, jump down, cat pose, and unfazed really. Move, retch, shove, and it just kind of can't do anything else right now, so that's good. The next one steps up and is going to just take a swing at you, Ark.
Useless.
Hey, sometimes people get lucky.
Broken clocks twice a day.
A broken clocks twice the clocks.
Wow. Good job,
10 out of
everybody.
10.
Clock.
Yeah.
Okay, 22 to hit.
That's an exact hit, I believe. Let me make sure.
Sure.
It is, because I rolled bad and I didn't get my shield up.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So that's gonna be 12 points of piercing damage as this short sword kind of swings into your arm.
Ow!
Yeah.
A little cut.
Wait.
Wait.
Did you say
Wait.
exact hit?
Yeah, I have 22 AC.
But he has a -1 because he's sickened. So technically does not
Fucking
hit.
gang, let's go!
No
Damn
hit.
it!
My bad. Take that 12
His
back.
eyes are just a
No!
little too watery.
Yeah. Yep. And you take absolute advantage of that as you duck out of the way. And so they're going to swing again because they're not. They're trying to tough it out. And the second attack also misses. And the Gripply next to him is just like kind of shoves them like tough it out. Trying to like get better, get good.
I love them so much. They're so cute.
Arafe.
All right. So Arafe is going to kind of look around, assess, see how we are completely surrounded at this moment. And she is going to... So has Ignacy been hit? I think I
Yes.
heard that. Okay. Yeah. Arafe is worried about Ignacy living through this. So she is going to pull deep into herself and cast her focus spell of lifelink. Because I am raised up, I can do 2 creatures now. So she's going to hit Hideaki and Ignacy. So they will each get 7 hit points back.
Let's go.
For me connecting in with them. And then you said that we have the quickened. We can use step
An
as
extra
our
action for
action.
step or stride.
Or stride.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Arafe is gonna back up a little bit. Just to kind of get out of the way, because she's about to get hit a lot. But she is still going to, after she steps back, you kind of see her shadow start to go up her legs a little bit and mix in with the white wisps that come off from her curse going off as well from lifelink. And she's going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement at, I think I'm going to go for this guy here.
The Gripply that attacked you?
The Gripply that attacked me. So, that is going to be first an attack roll from me. This one is so complicated.
I believe in
This is a
you.
complicated one. It's like attack roll and then a fortitude.
Attack roll, then a fortitude saving throw if I hit you. So that is a 29 to hit.
Ooh. Yep, that hits.
Is it 1 away from critical by any chance?
No.
Damn it!
Unlucky.
Okay.
That's sustained for a minute, so we've got time on that, baby.
Okay, excellent. So that is a hit, so I need them to make a fortitude saving throw. What is my save? 21 is the save.
Okay, that's a 30.
Oh, okay. So
Normal
that's a
success.
success. That's a normal success. So you are enfeebled 1.
goodness, y'all are mean to them.
Oh
You-
no.
They started this. We could have talked.
Fair.
I
fair.
tried to get them to talk.
Debuff.
All right, that's my turn.
Amazing. I am looking at
Oracles,
Enfeebled
man.
just to make sure.
They are so
Everything
complicated.
physical
Strength.
-1, basically.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Arc.
Which includes AC, I believe. Just to let you know that.
Interesting. Okay.
Because AC is technically a dex check.
It's just strength based Enfeebled.
Is it just strength? I thought it was strength, dex, and something else. Am I wrong?
Strength based rolls
No.
and DCs.
Okay, there's
Yep.
something else I'm thinking of then. My bad.
Including strength-based melee attack rolls, strength-based damage rolls, and athletics checks.
Maybe I'm thinking clumsy. Okay, I understand.
I'm sure I have something that can do all that.
Sure. Okay, Arc's turn. Arc is going to take
Yep.
one step to the right.
And a step to the left. Take it back. Oh, okay. No, you're not
Take
dancing.
it back now, y'all.
Arc enters Arcane Cascade, but it's a dance.
It's the one he had to do for that class.
Yep.
Yep. Arc is going to. Let's see. What can Arc do from this position?
So you put yourself in
Take
a
it back now.
disadvantaged position.
Yeah. He
Sounds about
wants
right.
them. Bring it. Arc is going to one action cast Shielding Strike. He just wants to take a swing at this little guy, the little red guy behind me.
It's the burglar that is on Tal
Yes. The one that just
Understood.
pushed the statue over.
statue. Yeah.
And so he takes a strike. Does a 30 hit?
Yes.
Does it crit?
No.
Oh, unlucky. He takes 5 bludgeoning damage.
Boo.
Arc is going to use a action to enter Arcane Cascade. And then Arc is going to use one more action.
Actually.
Okay.
Nope, never mind. Continue. Sorry.
That's okay. And then Arc is going to use one more action to attempt to trip the Gripply.
Okay.
So that's athletics against, I believe, his fortitude.
Fortitude save, correct?
Fortitude DC, so 10 plus his fortitude save.
Yeah.
Probably not, because it's my second attack, so that would be a 17.
Okay, then no. That does not succeed as honestly, you go to like try to trip them, and you see them just kind of hop over and right back down, in that same space, and they doesn't touch.
Yeah. Easy. All right. Sounds good. That's my turn.
That's it. Amazing. Hideaki, it's your go.
So as the poison begins to sort of take its effect, he tries to sort of shake off the cobwebs, and he just looks at the Gripply and he just goes, "Yeah, I'm the loud one. But if you know me, then you know that somebody's missing." And sort of like almost a callback to the tournament, he points behind him, and a loud pulse of purple starlight. And oh, nice, thanks for that. That was really sweet. And he manifests over Noza, and then over Noza's maw just appears behind him and tries to take a bite out of crime. Kind of like the neck and like shoulder sort of area here. Ooh, that's real good. That's 26 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Oh, fantastic. 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So the bite suddenly kind of like almost coming out of thin air, takes the Gripply by surprise and kind of like whirl around, and they're like, didn't see that one. Doesn't matter. You're dead.
Come on. You could do better than that.
Is that your
That's
turn?
everything. Yeah, because it's 3 actions to
Alright.
manifest them.
And then 3 actions to... Well, how did he take a bite then?
When I manifest him, he can take an action.
Oh, okay, cool. So then it is Ignacie's turn. So Ignacie, a little bruised, but still still fine. Still got pep in his step. You see him, okay, so he's gonna do, you see him like almost like flap his coat suddenly, and takes that sudden step aside, and as he does so, kind of just slips out from either of them and just turns to like either of them and just goes, sorry boys, but I'm gonna have to disappoint you, and takes an additional step and is going to, from this point, grab 2 scrolls from within his coat. One kind of like whips out as he just uses it like instantly, and you see, I know it's no longer electric arc, but basically, wait, no. Was it shocking grasp?
I think it's no longer shocking grasp. I think it's still electric arc.
Still electric arc. Okay. So, as he kind of casts that out and you watch it bounce between the 2 of them, as he's just like slips away and manages to do that, he seems to be holding up. Okay. He's definitely taking damage, but he is holding up. Tal.
Yes. Yes.
Your turn.
Sorry, I'm screaming that all of my cats are in my office now. This is the first time this has happened, like, ever. They're all here. They're all hanging out.
Like, there's
Hanging
4
out
cats in
Yeah,
actually.
hanging out with Tal.
It's actually it's 4 of us.
4 of them.
Okay. Tal is going to question about spell placement. If it needs to be in a line, could it be like a little curvy line? Can it be like a not straight line?
No line.
Can we make it a little gay, actually? Please?
It can be as gay
if
as
we
it
did
wants.
Like this.
Okay. Okay.
I can
this
also
is gonna
move.
be a get. Hold on. No,
No,
this
I
is
can-
gonna
I
be a
can
get in the. Oh,
I can also just move. Oh,
we have
We lost a Duval.
A Duval. Please excuse different placements. No, he's back.
hey,
Everything's
welcome
okay.
back.
My Ethernet cable is really weird. Sorry.
You need to.
All good. Okay,
move
so
that. Okay.
we're
I can
gonna
also move.
do a little bit of a get in the comments thing. Sorry, but get in the comments. A la Brandon Lee Milligan. Spells are a little weird. So technically, you could. You see this point, this corner of your token. You are I believe.
I think you're gonna make completely the wrong call here. I'm ready though. I'm ready. Sorry.
Okay. Here's okay. Ooh.
I can also
like that.
nullify
No
the
pressure.
call completely, but I would like to hear what it is before I.
Yeah,
decide
no.
to
So
not go with it
this
at
is
all.
not my call. This is like I do believe there is something very particular about like where things get from, and I think I saw a Reddit post really recently about it. But that's fine. I'm gonna go with that shit's too complicated. So no.
Uh-huh. Okay, great. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna step down.
That makes total
Wow.
sense.
Isn't that great?
That is a free
and-
step for you.
Yeah, it
so.
sure is, isn't it? And as Tal steps, they're gonna sustain the nudge fate as one action. and then they're going to curl their fingers together, and this kind of smoky blackness, similar to how Arafe's smoky blackness does things, builds up in their hands, and they're going to turn and unleash grim tendrils upon a line of 30 feet, hitting 2 people next to my friends.
Waffles,
They
is there
need
any issue
fortitude.
here with the fact that it is being
They
done
need
in melee?
saves. Fortitude saves.
Only if they have
It
a
is not.
attack of opportunity.
It's not okay. You got it.
And it's I don't roll to attack. They roll to save.
Yeah. Let's.
But
You said
for future, if they did have an attack of opportunity, then he could take it, and if he hit you, it would interrupt the spell, and you couldn't cast it.
I see.
sure. But then you said sorry, reflex.
Fortitude.
Oh, a fortitude. I understand.
For both
right.
creatures in the line.
In a line.
Loin pace.
16 and 17. How'd they do?
In their loins.
Poorly.
Yay!
Poorly?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's a 20.
Can they
21.
Goodly?
If they get good.
Can they do richly?
All right, I'll roll really good next time. I'll use some hero points.
More
More
Yeah.
than
Villain points.
You're supposed to be
15,000 that
hero
you have.
pointing every roll, so
Okay,
No,
so
we
they
discussed
take
this. That negates it.
5 points of negative damage and 1 persistent bleed damage.
Ooh. All right.
this was big spooky tendrils.
Big
And this is
spooky
for both?
grimbly tendrils. Yes, unless you want me to roll damage again for the second person.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
Cool.
but yes, that's for both.
I do love the out of context line though of just lines are very weird. You know what? They are. They are in
agree.
drawing. There are
Lines
everywhere.
Lines are, they're made up.
Everything's made up, and the points / lines don't matter.
Don't matter. That's it.
Yeah.
Anything
I
else?
play
It anyway.
It's true.
You'd like to do.
Yeah.
Sustained, did a free move, grim tendrils. We're here and we're hanging
here?
out.
We're here.
Yes.
We're queer. I like it.
We're here and
fucking
we're
go.
queer.
Super
Yes.
queer.
Accurate.
Extra movement is gone
For everybody.
for everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
It dropped at the end of my turn.
I forgot to use it anyway, so it's cool.
Hey, it's okay.
No, it works out.
Yep.
Amazing. So the 2 on either they were on either side of Ignacy kind of growl in frustration at the fact that he has slipped away as one just charges forward and is going to they're going to continue to just be advancing and almost sort of like this one gets stuck in a corner as they're like tight against like these hedges and bushes, and they are basically they're not doing much special, but you do notice that they are still they keep glancing over to see how, like, keeping an eye on the situation over on the other side of the gardens, as they then continue to try to flank Ignacy, as they are trying to like work in tandem here against him as they regain that sort of either side of him, which you see Ignacy kind of, that smile flickers for a second of like he doesn't like this, but he continues that facade of confidence, or maybe not facade, that exudeness of confidence, as they begin to hit him a little bit more though. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this one is a little bit more successful as Ignacy is not able to react as much, as you see both clubs go down and you hear this sort of like boom boom on either side of him, and he groans out. Not too good.
So that first hit that hits him, I take up to 5 damage from it.
Okay, so take 5 damage then.
Yep.
They both rolled 8. Perfect. Okay. They swing again. One misses completely. Oh wait. Hold on. You see very clearly that they work in more precision when they are almost together. And you know what? We joked about twins earlier. Now they're twins. And you do see that they work very well in tandem, as it's almost like they get extra precision damage when they're flat-footed here. And they seem to be doing more like they pincer him in, basically. So it's not looking good over there. But next. Wow, really all three of the sets of bad guys are all at the same time. I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
why
no,
we
it's
rolled really bad.
yeah.
Yes.
Ark and
Yeah.
I did not pull our weight
all
in the
good.
initiative
So-
category.
The enfeebled and still slightly sickened Gripply down here is going to retch to try to get rid of that. At least one of those things. 17?
That's the
that-
DC.
That's the DC. Okay. So they are no longer sickened, and me, Syrup, doesn't have to remember a -1. We like this. But they're still enfeebled, and they're enfeebled 1?
Yes.
Okay. This one looks at where you've stepped forward, Ark, and it grins wider. Oh, so you really do have a death wish. Excellent. And they will strike at you. You are flat-footed to them.
Sure.
32.
That. Hold on, I'm doing a lot of math because I'm flat-footed, but my shield is up. They cancel each other out. That's a crit.
Ooh, okay. You are going to take 16 points of slashing damage, an additional 6 points of precision damage,
Okay.
and you're going to make me a fortitude saving throw.
Is this against poison?
It is.
19.
You feel the heat of the wound seep in further into you and gets carried into your body as you are poisoned. Well, okay, yeah, let's do this. You take 2 points of poison damage, and you are also stupefied 1.
I didn't succeed, did I?
No, you did not.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I rolled 20 and didn't succeed. So
Well, how you looking?
I'm alright.
How all
Are you
right?
alright?
Out of your max hit points.
define
If you had to
all
put,
right,
if you had to put a
mister.
quantitative number,
How
What
did
was the
percentage?
right?
What was the final points of those poisons damages? Just 2 damages?
And stupefied 1.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm a little above 2/3 health.
Okay.
I'm okay.
I keep forgetting that you're a beefcake.
Yeah, beefcake art.
Yeah, you.
You're like
Yeah,
a Slim Jim. You're full of beef in a tiny
Yeah, I
package.
don't know who has more hit points between Ark and Hideaki. I know we're both up
I think Hideaki and Airfate both have more hit points than Ark.
there. Yeah, I think that's
You
also
all have more hit points than me.
I have
That's true.
I have 68.
73.
73?
Nice.
Yep.
43.
43. It's my
The
job to
Gripply-
take your stuff.
Grins at you as it slashes forward again, this time missing, and is just like, oh wait, I had a good line and I lost it. Damn it.
Oh,
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What a loser.
Okay.
What a loser this Gripply.
Yes, no, that's
Seal
what they
issue.
say. You're such a loser. No, they're
Art,
Ooh,
Art does,
got him.
Art does grin back at him,
Loser,
glances at his books, and says, I could have blocked it, but it didn't need it.
Ooh, I love that line.
Okay. They nod. It won't matter. You'll be dead soon anyways. And that actually only did 2 technically.
They rich.
Thank you. You are correct. All right. The other Gripply that we have here that this looks between Hideaki and Overnoza narrows their eyes. I'm not worried about this little thing. And is going to whirl around and strike at Overnoza. Now you are poisoned, so does that mean Overnoza is too?
I don't think so, because I have the Suvi condition on there, and actually we have them in the stats. We have them as like a pet or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Okay. Let's see what happens. 28.
28 hits.
All right, so that's 8 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
You take 3, I take 5.
Oh, nice. And you also are going to, well, if it's separate, then Overnoza also needs to make a fortitude throw then.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. That's a 22.
All right. That is a success. So you're fine there. And then almost in that completing that circle, so it takes a swipe at Overnoza, completes the circle, takes another swipe at you. That is going to be a 14.
Nope.
Okay.
It's kind of whirling dervish.
Yeah. And
it's a great visual though. I love it.
yeah.
Cool.
And these are like tiny little Kermits, as
Yeah.
we've said. What they're gonna do. Yeah, they're going to take a step away from being kind of flat-footed here. They're not going to pull an arc. However, you notice that instead of stepping right, they do a little like springing step as they kind of crouch down and hop up. And instead of moving just 5 feet in a step, they move. They move 10 feet, and they
Nice.
jump up there and kind of take a look at everything that's going on right now. The burglars, the one here with his friend kind of coming up with him on Tal is going to nod at him and just be like, I'll deal with this one then. Turns to Ark and is going to swing their short sword towards Ark's back for a 29 against your flat-footed.
Normal hit.
Okay, 8 points of piercing damage.
Arc will block it and take 5.
Okay. That is not... No, that's fine. Sorry, I'm dealing with so many different like abilities here that I'm trying to keep track of them all.
What? You're jamming? What?
What?
I thought you were a badass.
Characters. I am. I'm trying to be.
Jamming.
And they are. They're doing fine. So they're just gonna take a second swipe at you. Oh wait, is this one? Yes.
Useless?
They have.
Yeah.
This one is also 6. So let me actually. Before that, they're gonna retch. Let's see if that works.
Use them actions, bro.
Yeah. 16 is not it, is it?
Nope.
Okay. So actually, Waffles, that would be at a minus. This one was.
Was this
This
the
one
one that
was
was
more. Yes. So it would be -3. Would that have still hit you?
-3 is a 26.
Yes.
Yeah, that still hits.
So then, for sure, with all of that and their natural one, the second hit doesn't hit. So basically, they go to hit you. We'll say they didn't throw up yet, and they go into
Dry
that
heave.
second hit. Then they dry heave, and then and then they go to turn out, and it doesn't quite work.
I love this skunk so much.
It's so annoying. It's great though.
Literally, my summon things are like, how do I annoy syrup? Genuinely,
Yeah.
with all the love in my heart. The ants, the skunks,
the other
all that
one
stuff.
is going to step up, seeing its friend go towards Ark. Kind of like shoulder checks you as it walks right past you, Ark, trying to shove you off balance, but just flavor wise. As it goes up towards with a short sword out towards Tal. Tal, that is going to be a 30
It's a hit.
to hit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it hits.
9 points of piercing damage, please.
What if I don't wanna?
Shucks.
Yuck.
Yuck. All right. Excellent. That. It's good. Sure, why not? 25. I'm doing the minus ones here.
To who?
Hit.
Oh, to you again, Tal. Sorry.
To me, 25. 25 also
Mm-hmm.
hits.
Okay, another 9 points of piercing damage. As it kind of just swipes twice at you, coughs a little, and reaches over to the side and tries to throw up. 16 again.
Let's fucking go!
Please.
Let's go!
Yes.
Just the visual of
Ridiculous.
these little cute frogs with daggers and kukri and shit, just be like, bah, 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 bah. Just
Well,
great.
these are the other guys, but yeah. All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Arifet, all this is unfolding in front of you. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and do some HP control. So I am going to see Ark getting just hammered up there. So I am going to go ahead and cast from a distance a 2-action treat wounds, or it's not treat wounds, excuse me, heal on Ark from a distance. So that is. Everything's moving around. So many tabs to have to try and keep. There's just
Imagine how many
so
I have.
Right?
much. All right, so 2-action heal is 2d8 plus 16. Math, that's 9, 25 HP back to Ark.
Damn.
And then I
Arc's
am
unwilling,
also
so that
hurting.
fails. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think mine says willing. No, it does say willing. Damn.
I'm
Damn
just
it.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm just gonna give you all kinds of hell. And then Arife's also not awful, but I'm taking some points and I want to take some more, so I'm gonna go ahead and use battle medicine to treat wounds real quick.
Yeah.
I have to do. First, I have to roll for it. It's DC 20. That's gonna be a 27.
Nice.
So I will do 2d8 plus 10, which is going to be
Slap a
21 back
Band-Aid
to
on.
myself.
Amazing. It's a
21 back
great
to me, and
Band-Aid.
that's my turn.
Hell
I'm back,
yeah,
to,
it's a
I'm back
solid
to
pick.
full, baby. Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Ark, it's your turn. You're surrounded here.
You got a
Yes,
lot
man.
of
Arc
fa-
likes
your
to be
fan club is
surrounded by
growing.
dudes, you know.
Hey.
Giggity.
He's just showing off for Ignacy.
Hey.
Yep.
Don't think he's not noticing.
Arc will.
Ignice over there like, hey, girl, hey.
Are any of these
There you
people
go.
wearing metal?
Oh, fun. Okay.
I know what that's
In
mean.
the picture, it looks like the frogs are. So.
They're all wearing leather armor.
Boo.
I hate it.
Gang.
I hate it here.
I hate it
Not
here.
not studded leather. Studs are metal.
I say
haven't-
what I
This
say.
Do they
leather-
have any fillings?
I am sure there is some button ups and stuff. Yeah.
If I stab my halberd into them before I cast a spell, can they be wearing metal? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, they are now. temporarily.
Arc
Pick a range of 10 and roll me a D100. No, I'm kidding.
Arc
There's
is
just a bug
his, Arc's
zapper.
eyes and the rune of wrath on his head is going to
Get 'em.
Yes.
light up
Yes.
Let's go.
as he casts True Strike,
Mm-hmm.
which
I like this already.
and then he is going to strike at the Gripply in front of him with a Shocking Grasp level 2 spell strike.
Okay. What I got to do? Is that to hit?
Nothing, yeah. That's just a hit.
What color do your eyes glow the same color as the rune, or do they
Great
just
question.
light up?
The way I think of it, his eyes are always glowing, so I believe that the rune kind of flashes in his eyes as like pupils almost.
Actually,
So would it change
I like
the color
this.
slightly of your?
I think
of
so,
your
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Instead of a blue like pupilless glow, the rune, which is a rust red, kind of creeps like almost like it's like flooding the circuitry. Stop it.
Let's go, True Strike. I rolled a
course.
24 and a natural 20.
Yes.
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
go.
Oh my god.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
goodness!
This is
The
what-
art
Now
was manifested.
This is what
Yep.
True Strike's about.
True. Now, holy crap. Okay, wait. Waffles.
Yeah.
True Strike,
True Strike.
is
It's basically advantage.
a fortune effect. Is that correct?
It is.
Okay, so you almost, Tal, you have front row seats, and you see
Yeah, I
this
do.
happen. You see, like, when Ark utilizes the strings around him as they kind of come into your sight, as well as you just watch it unfold. But what do I do now?
You take eight bludgeoning damage and 42 electricity damage.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Holy shit!
Because I
Gotta
crit,
love
so
crit.
the spell
It's-
crits too.
It's Kirchkin all over again.
Okay.
Wow.
What's up
Ignacy
with
really
the
like, hey girl,
smalls?
hey.
This Gripply, you know, I want it's it's more serious than this, but my brain, all it can picture is those cartoons when someone gets electrified and you see their skeleton.
Yeah, yeah,
and
totally.
Yeah.
and we like there is this smell of like uncomfortable like burnt leather and seared skin, and it is not pleasant as this Gripply almost like collapses. The spell, you all have seen this spell from Ark before, but it is like it maintains, it like holds on for longer than usual as it like racks through this Gripply, and it almost collapses to the ground afterwards. It's not looking good, but he is still alive.
Too bad he's not wearing metal. He'd die for sure. Unlucky. Ark will just kind of grin down at him a little and say, "Death wish," you said.
I think they're like in this sort of like aftershocks and too stunned to like really respond, and that in and of itself is satisfying.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
The Gripply was too stunned, quite literally.
Literally, because he's smoking.
That is my turn.
Okay.
And an
Wait,
epic
you are
turn it
poisoned. Is that
was.
correct?
I am poisoned, yeah.
Okay, so on your turn, also make me a Fortitude save for that poison. Right? That's yes.
21.
Okay. Now, when you are poisoned, and this stage is for one round, that means that it would go to the next round, correct?
Yes. If I fail, it goes to stage 2. If I succeed, it goes away.
Okay, so the one round is when you next make the Fortitude save.
Yes,
Not.
yes. So if it
Okay.
said like 3 rounds, then you would get to wait 3 rounds before you made that Fortitude save. That's
And
usually
when-
when things are getting like super serious. It'll be like duration 5 minutes. It gives you a chance to cure it before the next fail is death. You know. Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
wouldn't know what that's like.
Nothing.
And no, not at all.
Not
and
at
if you
all.
succeed, then it stays in the same one.
if you succeed, it goes down. It's either down or up. It never stays the same.
Okay. So as this rage flows through you, you also feel this other foreign substance that is kind of starting to pulse out of this rage rune, also burn away the poison that is left in your body.
That's my cleansing
shit.
subroutine. Nice.
Sweet.
What? I have a feat
Your
that's
aunt-
actually that.
Your antivirus is working.
Ah, yes. Then get them root kits.
Hideaki.
All right. So, God, a couple of different things to do here. And as the grouping sort of flew up and over, we weren't done talking yet. And and he looks at the Gripply that jumped off, and I'm gonna use Act Together to move over Noza right in front.
Yeah.
And instead of like doing what he typically would do, like some level of taunt, you see his eyes that are currently kind of typically glowing with that octagram just go straight black.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna use Intimidating Glare against this particular Gripply to try to demoralize them.
Okay, the one that Overnose is in front of.
Uh-huh.
Good,
Okay.
Good, good.
What do I need
I
will save?
believe that is indeed that. Let me check. Oh, no, it's an intimidation check that I roll against your will DC.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Okay. So it's weird because they are not they do kind of stutter, and I think it's also like impacted by the fact that Ark just like wrecked their buddy, and Overnosa steps forward, and they realize in this moment, as your eyes kind of go black, the octagram always remains. They kind of almost like in that moment recognize that they've cornered themselves into this like corner of space where they don't have a lot of place to go, and they you can see them kind of like stutter for a second. So that was successful.
Okay, cool. So
what does that do for them?
So that was a regular success, I assume.
Yeah.
Then that would be they are frightened 1.
Okay.
And then Overnosa. Let's see, I've got 2 actions left. Okay. So I think that's what we'll do. And then let me just make sure that this is only one thingy. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. And then as like there's this like column of starlight around Overnosa, and a small flicker from underneath his robes as I'm going to go ahead and boost Edelon. And I have resistance 1, and I get +2 to damage if this hits. So let's see what happens.
Let's do it.
That's a 24 to hit. It's a bite attack.
Just checking, I don't have anything.
Sure.
Yes. That hits. You watch as Overnosa, like, who's always been here, physically, in the material plane, like, yet somehow fills out as you boost Eidolon. They feel heavier. They feel more in this space. They feel more muscular, slightly larger, and they go in with this bite successfully. What's the damage?
Indeed. So that's a total of because I rolled maximum damage. So that is 13 points of piercing damage.
Amazing. Takes a nice chunk out of the Gripply.
And then that should end my turn, but he was looking at this and said, but hey, you don't have to die if you don't want to. But what's worse? Dying or running between your tail between your legs back to frog legs?
You see them kind of all surprised as you say frog legs, as they turn to you. So you know her name.
He just smiles.
Her.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
That is a fun turn. Yes, indeed.
Amazing. Good job. Ignacy is going to the other scroll in his hand, kind of glancing over the hedge at Ark's move, smirks and goes, kind of calling over, you know, I made some extra. That's what I was going to do. And the other scroll whips out and shocking grasps the one in front of him.
Hey, you made that with me.
Yep, he sure did. And I wonder how this is gonna go. He can do it from anything, so.
Ignacy, can you do anything?
He
Confirmed.
can do anything. He has a cool thing where he can cast a spell from any school he wants, any like divine, occult,
Any
anything he wants.
place on the
Dang.
material plane.
It's cool. I made him a character sheet for this, and I'm proud of it.
He's so cute.
Okay, and it does not rack him as much as, you know, it's not as nice as Waffles'
Not as very
move,
nice, how
but you
much?
know, it's okay.
Could it ever be?
And what is I don't have it up right now. What is the damage? It is
2d8, I believe.
thank
Unless
you,
you're
Kai.
unless you're raising it.
No, not in this case. So that gets right. Okay. The one in front of him is looking like not great. Not, you know.
If he's wearing metal, he takes persistent electricity damage too.
He's not.
Sheesh.
Um,
Nobody ever wears metal. Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Oh, Tal's got
Yeah,
metal all over the place. Let me
at
tell you.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Earring City.
I mean, that's the
Ever
thing, right?
wanna
Like, do you
shoot
call
me
it
with
as, like, do they
lightning?
have metal on their body? Or I think it's like you have to have enough metal on your body, and it's what.
Tal's
What
got
is-
enough metal.
Specifically metal armor, I believe.
Yeah.
Or you could target the weapon, probably, if it's like heat metal or something like that.
Yeah, if it's heat metal, yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of turns around with the additional star knife that he hasn't thrown yet. And it's going to just try to slash at, oops, I forgot. That's not how it goes. Here. Oh, perfect. That hits. Okay. So he, in one go, like, manages to do a nice solid, hit on both of them, as the one in front who had the shocking grasp is not looking that great, but the one behind still seems hardy enough, and he's going to try to step away again. And as he does this time, it seems that the one behind him was ready and actually takes, for the first time, as you've seen, a attack of opportunity. As
God.
they try to get him, and he is a little surprised by that, but there is this like extra speed from something, and you wonder maybe from the ribbon that he had earlier, that manages to just definitely step over that, even though he was not expecting it, because they didn't take one last time. So that's what's happening over there. Tal.
So he did not get hit.
It was his turn. No, he. Oh, sorry. Yes. He did not get hit.
Okay. Look, I gotta pay attention to a lot of people. Like,
It's all good.
Yeah,
dude.
you're doing
great.
good. Yeah, I'm
You're
doing
doing
good,
but I
so
gotta
good.
I gotta pay attention.
I got good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Seeing this kaleidoscope of fate bullshittery that's happening. Tal is going to close her eyes for a brief moment, even though they have like a bunch of people around them. And recall back literally 6 seconds, or however long a round is. And try to remember exactly the move that Ark just did. And as they do, they speak an incantation that also, if anybody is listening, includes Ark's name in it, as I kind of do a shoving motion in the air, and a fleeting duplicate of Ark appears next. I'm going to put them next to them. So right catty corner between a Gripply that got blasted into a billion pieces and this other one. There's a lot of text to this, but it's called Temporal Twin. The long and short of it is, When it appears, it repeats a basic single action that the target took, arc, since the end of my last turn, such as making a strike or interacting or whatever. So as this duplicate appears, the identical strike that happened is going to happen again. This time, however, targeting the bandit person that is next to Tal.
Okay.
Now, and
this
then
action...
as a reaction on Ark's turn, they can essentially make the duplicate do the same action.
Okay. So for this, the basic single action would be the strike, but it will not have the spell behind it.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
Art, can you make that strike for me again?
Is it just a strike, or is the true strike attached to it?
Basic single action.
Okay,
So if it's
just a strike.
Yeah. And is this targeting the Gripply or the bandit?
The bandit.
Okay.
26 against flat-footed.
That hits.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. And you recognize that this one here hadn't been hit yet.
Yep.
As it kind of takes that strike from the... It's not illusory, is it? It's not an illusory duplicate. I get
No, it is not. It is as far as I can tell in the spell, it's a fleeting duplicate, but it is a duplicate.
It's
just
conjuration.
It's just around
so
for
it's not
yeah.
illusion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
like
around
literally-
until the end of my next turn.
It's an echo of Arc, so you watch Arc facing a slightly different direction with that rune still glowing and that glow in their
Yes,
eyes do
so-
that same exact
But
move.
also, it's an identical copy of Arc, which means as Arc sees this thing swinging, because it's a visual representation of Arc, even though it's not casting the spell, Arc would see the rune and the eyes glowing differently. as it
you
attacks.
see yourself. That's
Yes.
so...
Oh,
That's
wow.
important
That's
for
great detail.
Arc. That's
Great detail.
important.
Wow.
I like it, I
Maria,
like it.
I love you. You're amazing at this. You know
Wow.
that? You're so awesome.
That's a new spell that we got when we leveled up, everybody. I'm really
yeah.
wanting to use it so badly.
Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah.
Oh my god. This game is great.
Yeah.
All right, so with that moment, I'm tempted here. Okay,
Wait, I still have
first of
another
all-
action.
Oh, please, please,
Also,
please.
Unless this is something that happens between, which
No,
is
feel
totally
free.
fine. Okay. God. Okay, great. Oh no, my other action is sustaining nudge fate. That's what it is. I was like, there was only one thing I could do. It's because I was. That's what it was. Now I'm
Perfect.
done.
So, in the midst of this tense battle, which really can still go either way,
It's
though
crazy, dude.
Arc
It's crazy
taking
like that.
a wild strike and maybe turning the tide as Tal replicates this moment against a new target, giving Arc perfect sight on himself and what he looks like in that very moment. And in the midst of this tense combat, though I don't usually like to do this, we're gonna go to break.
I think it's good.
Oh
I
my
think it's good.
God.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good.
Listen,
I
podcasters, you're gonna get 2 episodes of combat, and it's gonna feel
Dude.
good.
Gonna feel
I'm
great.
great. It's great.
I want to give this its due time and I don't want to rush it. So
Yes.
I'm this
And we're
really can't
learning
go
a
either
lot.
way and I'm very interested. So
Yeah.
I love it
Yeah.
dearly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Woo.
And please stretch, go pee, go let your dogs out. That's what we're gonna do. And all
Same.
that jazz. And stick around because we are here for more combat very, very, very shortly.
Yeah.
Be right
Let's
back.
go.
Welcome back.
Let's
We did something a little unusual. We stopped mid combat. Because this deserves its time and attention. It could go either way, and we're gonna get right back.
This deserved
Into
a little
things.
more whiskey.
go. Yeah.
and cookies.
And cookies.
And cookies
And wine that starts with
death.
What a weird.
Look, I am on a different time zone right now. Wine's a bad choice.
Boo.
That's fair. No, that is very fair.
I'm already sleepy.
We ended last pre-break last session with a duplicate of Arc coming into play, and Tal,
Yeah.
you completed your turn. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Amazing.
Correct.
The ruffians that are on either side of Ignacy advance once again, and I think the one we are gonna do this. We're gonna call them left twin and right twin.
LT and RT.
Yes,
Left Twix,
left trigger, right trigger.
Right Twix.
This is going really deep.
LTRT, perfect. The one that had gotten a little bit more hurt is like breathing hard and has little bits of the same similar like crisped dried out hair, and it actually rather infuriates the other twin, and worried for their sibling, they are going to do this thing where they reach forward, stepping up tight against the brush here, and they're going to grab Ignacy by the back of their coat and pull them backwards and down as they swing with the other hand. So I'm going to see as this goes, they're going to do a different kind of strike. And I think I could just click it. No, I can't just click it. Just kidding.
Click it.
Click it.
Or ticket.
Or ticket.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Actually, hold on.
Ooh.
I should have things up. Okay. Yeah. No. So this actually does goes to kind of grab Ignacy and okay, so funnily enough, as he grabs Ignacy by like the back of this coat, you see Ignacy's face like twist angrily, and as he goes to swing, Ignacy kind of like whirls around and bats his hand away, and he's just like, "Don't touch that. Don't touch things that aren't yours," and is just not going to take that. And the other one kind of just curses angrily, but needing to step forward, the other one is just going to try again with a 20. Okay, so this one, as he kind of whirls around towards right Twix, the other sibling kind of steps forward and takes advantage of that, back to the flat-footed, and a slightly put off on their back foot, Ignacy does get smacked in the back with the club, with some additional sneak attack as they are flat-footed again, and Ignacy winces. Ignacy is beginning to look a little beat. Oh, you need to know how much, right?
Yeah, I will take 5 points of that damage. I realized I was on mute as I said that.
No, you're good. You're good. That helps. You're not familiar with Ignacy, so you're not going to like have a HP value here, but you've seen him get hit a solid amount of times now that you're a little worried. He's probably gonna be a little bit back in blue here.
Gotcha.
And I will just very quickly pause and say thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. We're in the midst of intense combat. All right, so that is going to be what is over there with Ignacy as they are trying their best to hold their own 1v2 as the Grippleys go. So first, we're going to deal with the very hurt and damaged, just the little guy Kermit, that was just rocked, that is now surrounded by not one but two Arc 2s. And they are going to look forward. They're going to go towards where they saw their original Arc, and they are going to... They're going to take a step. By the way, they are no longer enfeebled. Is that correct? That lasted only a little bit. I think it was Hideaki that you did
That
the
was
enfeebled.
Star.
No, that was Star.
Star.
I did the
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did a ray of enfeeblement round 1.
That's gone now?
Sure.
Question mark.
It
Let me
doesn't
know.
act-
Let me know.
I was gonna say,
It's
I don't
cool.
think it actually says in my spell. It just says you're enfeebled.
All right, we'll do a quick little checkity check here. It just includes a value. Take a status penalty.
Is there a duration on the spell?
1 minute on the spell.
Then you're enfeebled for 1 minute.
There we go. Thank you kindly. We are still enfeebled. I'll put it back.
2 years of this game,
you're-
and I still don't
It's
know.
fine.
how this
You're
It's
enfeebled for
fine.
the entire combat. Get over it.
Yeah, I'll get it. Okay, I'll get it.
skill issue.
They're going to do that same thing where they do a springing step to get away from the 2 arcs, and they're going to. Ooh, they're not going to put themselves there.
All
They're
right.
just going to take it.
Hear me out.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't have an attack of opportunity, but I can use the reaction to make this clone attack. It says in the spell.
Yes, but that's your reaction. That uses up your reaction, but doesn't it? When does the clone's turn
It
come?
doesn't, it doesn't have a turn.
Yeah, the,
Let's get
the
into
target
the details.
the target ally spends a reaction to create the duplicate, make its decisions, which I don't know why it says that because I create the duplicate.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway.
I get it now.
Yeah.
No. I get it.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So you just go away.
Okay. Cute. So
I'll explain it in the Discord.
All right. Fair
okay,
enough.
cool. They hop over, getting away from the 2 arcs, and are going to continue to swing at. I think they're angry. They kind of spit up some blood onto the floor, and they look over at you, Ark, and they're just like, "It's death one way or another, for me or for you. I don't care, but I'm taking you with me." And they're going to strike at you again for a 27 to hit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a normal hit.
A normal hit. You are affected by poison.
No, I shook it off.
Oh, you're.
Correct.
I
Fine.
burned it. I burned it out, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
subroutines.
sorry.
Remember subroutines.
Subroutines, come on.
I have a cleansing subroutine. I'm an
I'm
android.
upset, but that's okay.
I have nanites. Thanks.
Thanks. Okay, so fine. Just take 10 points of slashing damage for me,
I'd rather.
and
I knew I should
make me another fortitude save. See if
connected
you
dark.
can't get some more poison in that system.
21. 20,
Hey.
22 actually, because of my cool stuff.
+1. Fine.
Nice.
All right, so that works out well. And swiping at you and successfully kind of landing some blows, gonna turn around and make a second attack at you, Hideaki, for
Hi.
a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
That is with the 23 technically. Sorry, with the enfeebled.
Still hits.
5 points of slashing damage.
I take all of it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Now, real quick,
Yeah.
we missed this. I missed this on your turn last time. You did not make me a fortitude save
I
for
did
your
not.
poison.
Correct.
And I would like to know whether you're still poisoned or not.
That's a 21.
Okay, so you are, you also kind of managed to overcome that. So you are no longer stupefied as well. So that was last time. So you're also not going to get additional precision damage this time because you're not still poisoned with this attack that you took. But I do want another fortitude save to
Yes,
see if
you
I can
do.
re-poison you.
Indeed. Higher, so no.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Boo. But like, what if I want it really badly? No? Still not?
If
Okay.
you sacrifice all your hero points, I'll re-roll it.
No. All right, so the Gripply kind of like hops over, getting a little bit away, making sure it has space, slashes at Arc, slashes at Hideaki. The other Gripply that's doing a little bit better is going to not like the it did get demoralized. It is going to swing around here. around to the back and is going to try to, in its slightly nervous state and the fact that it was cornered, jumps over the fallen statue and is going to try to grab at Tal, and it's going to start with a strike actually.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
So,
Me?
20 to hit. You are flat-footed.
Flat-footed is
Minus
two,
2 to
right?
your AC.
it hits.
Ark will use his reaction to cast. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait a second, somebody reaction.
The cast, no.
I'll use my reaction to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna grab and they're going to do the same thing. It's a little all too familiar to you as they come up behind you. They're going to kind of growl and say, "You look soft. How about everybody else stop, or this one is going to get more hurt." And is going to hit that attack on you just to kind of prove their seriousness. Now, here's what I am ready for. So that hits, right? And that is going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
Oh God, it's happening, everybody!
Yes, here it comes.
Now,
Yeah. Woo!
okay, I rolled really crabbily, but also you have a 1 additional point of, because you are flat-footed, of precision damage to that attack, as they very precisely get you. And now we have poison, and aren't
we
you
do.
cursed?
I've been cursed for so long.
So long.
The entirety of 2024 so far, I've been cursed.
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
So it's like-
talking about.
And then also in the game,
Thank you for making the joke.
You're on fire, dude. Let's go.
no, I'm not.
So-
I'm about to be poisoned so
poisoned.
bad.
Do you happen to have?
I have weakness 3 to poison.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
But
Minus
does
2
that
poison
affect your
resistance.
fortitude saves?
It sure does. Automatically -1 status bonus.
Let's go. So let's go
I've
with
been
a fortitude
seeing
save for me, please.
The on my character sheet, it's been a very scary red for
A long time.
months.
Here comes a natural one.
No.
How dare you?
What is math? 27.
I love the music. Just
Damn.
crescendos on poison.
20 what?
27.
That's no fun.
22 high.
I'm
for
sorry.
you.
Sorry. The dice are nice to me tonight. I'm sorry.
Look, sometimes we need to have good luck, okay? God.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry you
Man.
can't kill me.
I wanted this to be cool. All right, cool. So,
do it again.
You feel that same like hot something spread in through the wound as it cuts you, and it fills you with like an immediate nausea, but you are able to overcome it in that moment. And they are going to they're going to strike again at, well, they can do one more. With
Stop.
a,
Also me.
for a 23 to hit, flat-footed.
Yep.
7 points of slashing damage.
Is that with the
Okay.
minus?
Does it
With the
subtract?
minus?
That's his
Does it
second attack,
subtract?
right?
Yes, that's what.
Okay,
Oh, yes.
okay, okay. Just making sure.
I just clicked number 2 and it works for me.
Yeah. I only asked because
Okay.
the math would have made a difference there.
Yeah, no, I
Totally.
appreciate it. Take an additional 2 points of slashing damage for being, or precision damage for being flat-footed here, and well, I didn't like the last one, so could you do it again for me?
Oh my God. Can you do another one?
Terrible, and I appreciate you. Ooh, that's a look.
Yeah, it's because I know what my hit points are.
Yeah.
Oh.
How's a baby?
Okay. Tal's a
Yep.
baby.
Oh.
I what was our rule about hero points? That we can know we're playing. Let me make sure. We were playing with, we have to spend the hero point before we know it succeeds or fails, even though
Sometimes you
rules is
will
written-
know though if it's like a second thing to. So,
Okay.
I mean,
We know
I'm
the
gonna hero point this.
DC, and if
I'm
you
just-
haven't been paying attention, that's your fault.
Correct.
Yeesh.
I'm gonna hero point.
Woof.
I will share it with you because I'm not that mean.
Yeah.
It's the GM. You do know at this point that it's 21 DC.
Okay, cool. I re-rolled thinking that I didn't roll high enough, and I rolled worse.
Oh, no.
17.
Oh,
no.
boy, here we go.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Okay. So
I'm behind.
now
this
you
development.
get
I am too.
Yeah.
weakness 3 means you take 3 additional points to this. Is that correct?
Yep. Immediately can't. No matter what.
Okay. Guesses in chat. How many hit points do you think I have?
7.
11. I didn't say chat. I said it out loud.
4.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not gonna tell you until you
Oh,
tell
okay.
me how many points of damage I take.
I'm
Okay.
a chatter.
Okay.
You
So
are a shatter. You will count.
in this stage of the poison,
Mm-hmm.
I roll a 1d4.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I rolled 4
Nice.
Okay. Plus the 3 damage that I take
plus
from...
3.
Okay.
I said 7.
You did say 7. I was at 5. So I am now unconscious.
That's
okay.
okay.
Well, I'm dying.
Yeah, 9-1
How?
ish. maybe.
Crumbles. Ironically, to poison.
The dice tell the story.
Am I still
And the-
cursed? Just I want to make sure. I just want to make sure dying state doesn't get rid of cursing.
PBD.
Oh,
and
sick. Cool.
as Tal's body kind of falls to the ground, the Gripply goes, "Oops," and grins. Ooh, I love
What are-
Star's face right now.
What are
Yep.
the?
I'm gonna
what
do this. I
conditions
was
does
gonna
that
wait for
make?
later, but I'm gonna do this.
Mm.
As it goes, whoops, you see her go, not so much. And you're going to, I'm gonna use my reaction.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And you are going to see this, the darkness of Rin and the light of Arafe mix together and come out, and I'm going to cast Martyr's Intervention.
What? The what?
So instead of Tal going down, you will go to 1 hit point. You will get the wounded 1 condition, but you will be up. And
Okay.
I will take the additional that would go farther beyond that. So you'll take the amount of damage that goes to 1. I take everything beyond that. And
Okay.
you are still
Okay.
up.
So you take
So we
3.
took 7. No, because I
How-
would have. I had 5.
So
I
you
would
take
have
4.
taken 7. Yeah.
You'll
you're
take
right.
4. I
Yeah.
take 3. You are up.
I don't know why I questioned you on math.
So this is like as Tal like crumples, your reaction, like you feel. What is happening? Is Rin like in full force up beside you right now? Like, give me a little visual on this.
Yeah, so as she goes to do this, as you go down, Rin will actually kind of wrap up and be like almost like a hazy shadow immediately beside her, almost overlapping, as if they feel like they're the same person. Just because I think it's fun because I'm already connected to 2 separate people.
Yeah.
You'll see that another like tendril. The ones that are connected to the other 2 are completely white. This one is a mixture of light and darkness as it comes towards you. And it just kind of diverts some of that.
I love this. So as this occurs, like we've described before, as you enter your curse state, that you have these sort of like root-like tendrils that leach from you into the ground around you, and as the shadow and light intermix, this one root, like lightning fast, snakes through this already viney garden scape, through the ground, under Overnosa, wraps around Tal. In that moment, you grab some of that damage, and Tal, your consciousness, just as it's fading from you, comes back. You catch yourself before you fall fully to the floor. Did you have a question, Maria?
Yes.
Before all this? Yeah.
I failed the save, which means that I do take the poisoned, the whatever conditions. Is
Okay.
that correct? I just need to know which conditions I take.
Correct. So you're going to be stupefied 1.
Stupefied. Okay.
The poison damage that was given to you was
Mhm.
mitigated, so that would be fine.
Thankfully. Woo.
Oh, spicy.
Was that the best use of it? Maybe not.
But
Let me
not
do it.
all
I
of the
think so.
poison damage was mitigated, though. Not all of it was mitigated. I still
Whatever
took
brought you
4.
back to 1.
Yeah, so
Okay.
essentially you are at 1 hit point.
Right.
There was
But-
7 points of poison damage at the time.
Right. Is it just stupefied? There's no.
It is the poison damage and
condition?
stupefied 1 right now. Yes, you're good.
Okay.
The first stage of poison is you take that damage and you're stupefied 1.
I understand.
I
Perfect.
have a question. During
Yes.
this time, did Tal technically go down or not? To me, it sounded like not, but it matters for
No.
turn order and spell purposes.
No.
Can you give me the name of the spell?
It is called Martyr's Intervention. But essentially what it says is you're
It sounded like
taking the harm. Yeah, the target
no.
is reduced to 1 hit point instead of 0.
Yeah, the trigger is a creature within range would take damage that reduces it to 0 hit points.
Okay. So
And it will not.
any
Okay.
spells
Yep.
they had stay up and they
Yeah.
don't
Yep.
move in turn order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that is
Thank
like,
you.
that is 90% of the reason that I'm
really
like, I'm
big
gonna
trigger.
do this right now.
So you still have Nudge
Yeah.
Fate.
Yep.
That's
Cool.
amazing.
Okay, so now unfortunately it is the burglar's turns.
I love that.
As Tal is not in a good position surrounded by 3 people. All right, this
Totally
one, first and
Narratively
foremost,
good.
is going to retch again because it is actually ridiculous that he's still nauseated.
Suck it.
love Barky Baby.
Nope, just kidding. That's a 10.
Let's go.
So ridiculous.
love
They're
it.
gonna look around. Okay. The Gripply, seeing Tal maintain, kind of curses under their breath and goes, "You two, take her." So the 2 of them look nervously. The one that's still really nauseated, does first try to heave a little bit, is not successful. Looks warily at Overnoza, is going to try to. Oh, what do I do? Okay.
Can I free action talk right after that?
Yes.
You said stop. That's not stopping.
To the Gripply.
Yeah.
The Gripply just kind of laughs and goes, "I said for you to stop, not us." And they're gonna go. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. He's gonna step over. Probably not the smartest, but that's fine. He's gonna step over here. The 2 of them are going to simultaneously try to grab you and pin you, Tal. So we're gonna do some athletics checks here.
Oh no.
This is going to be your reflex DC,
Okay.
which is 10 plus your reflex save. So it's going to
Okay.
be a 19 from 1.
That fails.
Okay, actually it would be less because he's sick. He's nauseous.
Do I take any penalties for being flat-footed? I guess I should just put flat-footed on here as a condition. There we
Yeah,
go.
but I
fixed
don't
it.
think that changes your DC,
No,
actually.
No, it didn't change anything.
Yeah. And then the other one, it's a little sick too, but I think it's going to be a little bit more focused on grabbing you. This is really sad.
They're the newbies though, so
Yeah, they rolled a natural 3 and another natural 3 both times they try to grab you. Can you tell me a little bit about what Tal is doing? Is Tal genuinely fighting for their lives right now?
So I think it's less Tal actively doing things and more circumstantially missing, because Tal just got stabbed in the back essentially twice.
Mm-hmm.
Is absolutely reeling in pain right now, and poison, and like all this stuff that is bad. So they're just like doing the bare, like what they can do to try to stay conscious. But I think they can't see it, but I think the audience might see, just like every so often, just teeny tiny little wisps of golden strands might be like tugging one way or another, where Tal is just like basically just like moving, staggering around a little bit,
like marionetted, like
wild,
in sync. Shit.
It's
so cool.
I want this to look like, for everybody else that's like watching intently on the situation with Tal right now, that it is like, what they, by all means, they should be able to grab Tal. They are weak, they are dizzy, they are at 1 hit point, and some odd combination of events. You don't see the strings, you don't see any of this, you just see fate in its natural state. And it is, both of them are unsuccessful, and the Gripply boss just curses at them, just is like, fools, fly, you fools. And I am debating something.
One of them has one action left.
Is it hero points? Is it hero pointing your rolls that you can do at any time?
It's true. No, not in this
GM
case.
actually doesn't want to kill us.
That's really what it is, because you're at 1 hit point, but you're surrounded by 3 people, and I'm trying to be like, well, would they?
But also chase like you have me player consent to do what these people would do.
What
like
ruin me,
legitimately. This is not an umbo. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Like, we knew this was gonna be a fight.
Okay.
You have my blessings.
Appreciate
Fight
you
me.
very much.
Fight
Player consent. You said I have 1 more action, don't I?
And a
I
billion hero
think
points.
frustrated at this. The one nervous because two arcs are around them, knowing that they need to like do what their boss said, is just going to, frustratedly unable to grab you, is just like gonna grab their short sword and just try to get you to stay still one way or another. But this is going to be a third, because these athletic checks count as their attack, so it is going to be a 3rd attack penalty. However, that's a 20.
With my
And you are
flat-footed and my
flat-footed.
stupefied, it does hit.
Wow.
My AC is 19 right now.
You take 8 points of piercing damage.
You drop to dying 2.
Dying too.
Dying too.
Oh yeah, it sure does go that fast, doesn't it, huh?
It sure does.
It does.
It sure does, doesn't it? Wow, this is a familiar place, y'all. Here
You're
we go
halfway
again.
there, you know?
Oh jeez.
Living on a prayer.
Dying on a prayer.
Dying on a prayer. Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
What is up, Arafade Troka?
Not a problem. I got this.
Yeah, you do.
This is why you have a healer in the party. So I looked up rules, and this is gonna be fun.
Oh.
So
It's always good when it starts with,
Nudge
I looked
fate.
this up.
I looked up the
Nudge fate
rules.
drops.
Yeah.
Okay. Arafade's gonna run up. I'm going to touch cast heal.
Okay.
You get 3 points of hit points back, which means you are up and wounded 2.
Now this is very dangerous. Keep in mind, and I want to just take a quick moment with the way the wounded to dying thing stacks, right?
I am aware. That's why I looked up rules first, because if you treat wounds, the wounded condition disappears. So I get her up. I'm going to do treat wounds, and if this works, you should have no more wounded condition. That's what the rules said.
I'm also gonna move your in turn order Tal to be above the burglar.
Yep.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Waffles?
That was it. The turn order thing, honestly.
Okay. So
by the rules, everything you are doing sounds correct, including
okay.
you can't do treat wounds, but you can do battle medicine, which acts as
Yeah,
treat
battle
wounds.
medicine, which is the treat wounds. Yeah. It essentially lets me do treat wounds as an action instead.
Yep.
So I'm going to do this at the higher level, which is a nat 19, which makes it a 30, which makes it a critical success.
Let's fucking
Oh,
go!
let's go.
So we got
Arafay!
Arafe runs forward, kind of kneels down almost,
Everything
grabs
chases
Tal.
their own shadow.
Pumps a heel, grabs their arm, starts trading medicine in the midst of being next to these other two people here. Go ahead, finish your math.
31. To get 31 HP back.
It's almost their full hit point. Jeez.
As Arafe rushes
Literally, though.
forward and does all of these things, does she say anything?
said
Is she
31?
doing anything?
31 HP back. Yep.
Okay. On top of the 3.
On top of the 3. Yeah, so a total of 34 back for you.
Great. That's my hit points.
I don't, if you will allow me.
Yes.
GM,
Yes.
Arafe is not
So
going
excited.
to. Arafe is not going to see anything, but she is. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm in second level curse form. I get D12s instead of D8s.
Roll that shit again!
Out of that. Okay.
I'll go
right.
back down to 3. Or 4.
So
No, it was
that,
4.
It counts for that one too. So because it's I get. So for the original one, you will get
Well, I'll go back
5
down
back instead of 3.
I'm just gonna go back down to 1. Okay. There. Now I'm back. Now we get 5. Okay.
Yep.
Let me just die again real quick. Okay,
Hold
let's
on,
just
We're
hold
gonna
on.
go back down
Sorry
to 1
about
hit
this.
point, and then we'll go back up.
Okay, that I got it. Oh God, I got to do math now. 6.
I
I'm ready
believe
for it to be
I can't do
worse.
it.
You can also do 1 at a
12.
time if you want.
Plus 10.
That's
I just saying it
probably
out
more than
loud
my
and-
total hit
Sounds
points.
more. Sounds like more.
9. So 19,
I heard
31, 37, 47 points hit.
Yeah, I'm.
Full.
So
I think
will
this-
And
So
also
this-
not wounded anymore, right?
and the wound is gone because
Gone.
I used battle
Yep.
medicine,
Okay.
which is a
Even
treat
though it's
wounds,
wounded
essentially.
too.
Right. It's my understanding
Yeah, it
is it is gone.
It takes it all away. The importance is you are immune to battle medicine now.
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
do it
Yeah.
to you again. For now.
Don't die.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
Yeah, again.
if I do, I won't be dying for long.
I can't do it to myself either because I was like, oh, I can do 2 at a time, but I did it to myself already.
Yeah.
So as she runs up, Arafe is locked in, not saying anything. But you do notice that she is in her cursed condition, and while she's not saying anything, Rin is up. And kind of like just hovering over her protectively and just glaring at anybody who can kind of make up any bit of her shadowy face.
I will say again, as you is this no? It's not the first time you've been in your second curse state, right?
No, it's not. You definitely
Let's
have
put it
one.
this way.
You definitely have one other time.
Yes, I have one other time. I don't think I did it right, but yes, this is technically not the first time I've been here.
As you strengthen your connection into this curse and you feed more of that life energy that kind of pours out of you, Rin, who is standing over you, as you've crouched down to reach to Tal, it is almost like in some way you are still standing as Rin is standing with you. And you all watch Rin, who is just shadow, who was, even when upright or stretching upright, is somehow still two-dimensional, is just a shadow in space, is filling out a little, is almost somewhat three-dimensional as perhaps touches of the shadow let light refract and reflect as she looks at everybody around Tal. Aggressive eye contact, and just goes, "Touch her again, I dare you." And this comes from Rin. And Airface, is that your go?
That's my go. That's what I got.
I will say, Tal, you are probably are going to be on all fours.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no, Tal is
All right,
down.
Arc.
I have goosebumps right now, y'all. Just
That's amazing.
goosebumps.
Oh, and take a hero point, Airface. That was
Yeah!
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. I mean, I won't say no. I'm
That
probably
was
gonna need it.
heroic
I'm
if I've
going
ever
down
seen it.
fast.
Yeah, how's
Alright,
she
we're
looking,
going
by the
to-
way, Arafe?
Oh, I'm at 51. It's fine.
Okay.
Archivist
have
Virgo,
more
I'm also
HP
going
than
to
me.
say
I'm at
we are
max.
going to start speedrunning this. Let's go.
Well,
Let's go.
Well,
let's start
maybe,
speedrunning
maybe at the
after
start
Arc.
of next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm being a little suboptimal here. I checked in with the players prior. Arc,
Yeah, let's go.
seeing himself appear with the runes, initial reaction is going to be to shielding strike himself, like the clone of himself.
Oh, hang on.
Wait,
An important distinction about. Hold on.
Yeah, how long does it last?
I have a quick question.
It
Are you
lasts
saying
until the end of my next turn, but I went unconscious.
It's
Does
not
that
su-
mean that the spell?
It's not sustained.
It's not
though.
sustained.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Spells don't
Interesting.
like if you cast silence, it doesn't automatically end when you go unconscious. I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
I don't know if silence is sustained,
Okay.
but there are some spells that stay up. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I have a question, Ark. I wanted to understand what you said. Are you saying that you are striking your clone or the clone is striking?
I am striking my clone
Okay.
because Ark does not like his clone right now. That Ark does not like what he looks like.
Okay, what is Ark doing or saying as this happens? Like you give me some
It's very quick. Like he looked like you can see a glance at Tao, a glance at Arafe, as if like I think people would understand that he knows that like, all right, the move is clearly not the move is clearly not to hurt the clone, and it's clearly to save Tao, hurt this person in front of me, etc., etc. And he instead makes a conscious suboptimal move to strike the clone. I think during it, the golden rune flashes on his head.
Ooh. Okay. Perfect.
Okay, so he does shielding strike. I can roll if you want me to. I don't really think it does. Like,
I don't think the duplicate has HP or anything
Yeah.
like that because it only lasts for like an instant.
it's gonna be gone soon. So
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, based on the rules of the game, it can't really do anything either. So
Yeah.
your call, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely able to do this. I'm just glancing through this spell. The target. I'm confused by the
Yeah. So
target ally piece.
We figured
The-
out the wording is just really bad. Technically, how the spell works is I cast the spell, and then as a reaction, the person that I cast it on can make it do something. I read it as when I summon it, kind of like spiritual weapon-ish. When I summon it, it makes a
Yeah.
thing, and then the person
that's
can
also
make
how
a thing
I
as
read
well.
it initially.
But
Which is fine.
essentially, it just did its
Basically,
it did its action when it came out.
Ark
like,
used his
immediately.
reaction to allow Tao to do it immediately,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
which is why Ark hasn't had a reaction this whole time.
It's just odd because it's like it doesn't. What I'm trying to figure out, like, does it exist? It's like a copy of you in a timeline, in a point in time, and
This would be what they call an ambiguous rule, and I think it's the
Well-
GM's call.
being pulled through time to create a twin destabilizes the target's timeline. Once an ally has been the target of temporal twin, they're temporally immune for 1 day. But my brain is like, this twin exists in space because they can
Yes.
pull a lever, they can do this. This is
Yes.
you. This is
Yes.
you. So I want you to hit versus your AC.
Okay. Probably missed.
I like
then,
it.
but I'm down. I
like
like it.
I like it a lot.
Dude, if you miss, I'm gonna lose my shit. That'd be so awesome.
25
I would love
hit.
that a lot.
yeah.
Damn.
definitely.
Okay. You hit, and it's odd because it is also you're in control of this attack from this twin too. But you go ahead and do this. It hits the twin. I'm going to assume it has the same hit points as you and everything.
Sure.
So,
So it takes 6 bludgeoning damage, which is nowhere near killing it.
Yeah. It lands a blow. It feels like a person. What's happening now?
I think with that, Ark's, the wrath runes fade from Ark's eyes. His golden rune is still glowing, and he takes like a couple of hard breaths, and maybe even like a step back, like towards Arafe.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to just cast like really quickly, kind of like really quickly. He's just gonna cast Electric Arc off this one Gripply below him onto the green dotted person below Tao.
Understood. So, the Gripply that you've already rocked intensely, and the other one next to you. Okay, so go for it.
That is a reflex saving throw from you, I'm pretty sure. I'll make sure really quick.
I believe it is as well. The Gripply dodges out of the way with a 24.
Takes 8 electricity damage.
As they take even further damage, you see them like racked with it, and they look haggard and breathing like raspily as they are not looking good. Like really not looking good.
Yeah. And then this green
It
signature.
bounces off to the other one. So another reflex save.
They're at a -1.
16.
Failed, they take 16 electricity damage.
Woo! Okay. It gets kind of racked as well with this as it bounces right between the two arcs. As you take a step back, are you still glancing or looking at your twin?
I think at first he gives like 1 or 2 glances to like he's trying to make sure that the runes in the eyes and everything are still staying, which is what he's clearly not liking. And then if they are, eventually he positions himself probably suboptimally again to not look at it.
Okay, so in this regard, I'm playing off the temporal twin is like you in the past, and it's this like odd like timeline of you because it's going to repeat your movements. So in delay after this happens, you watch equally as the rage rune fades with the glowing golden rune remaining and beginning to flash. So you're watching this in your quick glances, and then you stop looking. Now, are you using your reaction to have them strike?
No.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of Ark's turn.
Okay, now we speed run.
So he just looks at everyone. You don't want to stop? Okay. And we're going to act together. Overnose is going to move towards Hideaki down, towards where right next to the Gripply that's right in front of me.
Okay, going down towards the Gripply.
Like almost like they're facing the opposite way. And the Gripply sees his three tails point up in the sky, and these 3 tomes of purple fire pop up, and then he points a finger right in the middle towards the bench, and there's a sickening, loud, thunderous-like flash of fire, and I detonate a fireball right in the middle of the room. It's a 20-foot radius. It's a 20-foot radius. I got it. Don't worry about it. I've been measuring.
You said the middle of the middle of
Right,
that.
huh.
The middle
Right
of
So like
here.
further up on our map, but like in the
Yeah.
center of the
Yes.
I'm blanking on the word gazebo. 1 second. I would like to check something. Where are you centering it? There-ish? You said 20?
Correct. Yep.
There, you want to hit Ignacy?
Little one up. Little one up. What does it hit anybody? Oh, interesting.
It's either you hate people.
Oh, there we go.
no, there we
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Yeah,
That was
that's
really
the
good.
one I wanted.
That's what
How is it either
that's the
all
one
or
I
none?
wanted. Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
that's not how math maths.
Yeah. So I need that feels a lot better. And I need reflex savings throws from both these jokers.
Okay. Decisions are being made.
They chose
Uh,
first.
Hideaki's a murderer.
I
tried.
want to give context to this decision, and it is totally fine if Hideaki is not thinking about this at all. You're in the city.
Yep.
You're in a public works.
Yep.
You are in a garden.
Yep.
You are exploding a fireball.
He sure is.
Okay.
Hey, it's not in the streets.
It's not inside a tree.
We're not in a tree.
Uh-huh.
Beat me to it.
He's ready to accept the ramifications of his actions. That's just to put it bluntly.
That is going to be a 16.
Boy, and I rolled really fucking good. It's not good, you guys. Oh, boy. So it's only 66 fire damage. So
Well, let me roll the saves
Yeah.
real quick. So
Yeah.
16 for the one. Is that
Failure.
what is regular failure? 27 for the other.
That's a success. So
Okay.
they take half of the following. 30 points of fire damage.
So the one that takes full takes 30.
Yep. The other one takes 15. As that happens, as like Overdose is cool, guys, don't look at explosions. Last action, bite this Wrigley.
Okay.
That I'm gonna hero point that natural
Okay.
2. No, it's a 4. That's like an 11 or something. Hold on 1 second. Let me just double check, but in case it's like a crit fail or something. 17 actually.
So that misses.
Yeah, I thought so. That's cool.
All right. So the Gripply kind of almost like scrambling away at this point from this as Overnosa approaches almost like slowly away from all of that. However, in the aftermath of this explosion, a couple of things happen. The blast wave of this fireball echoes out, unfortunately, like centered on a lot of the greenery, if you will, here. As the
Foliage.
smoke clears, the one that Ignacy was fighting, the one of the right twin, if you will, collapses. Despite the successful save, they shield themselves and try to duck behind the foliage, but it all burns away and they kind of collapse to the ground. Ignacy, barely avoiding that wave of fireball, looks back over to Tim, is like, over to y'all, and is like, really? You see him like wipe like his eyebrows and making sure that everything is okay still. This is we'll talk about it later, and turns around towards the first one. Is that the end of your turn?
Is his like his finger still extended? He just says under his breath, "That's how far I'm willing to go."
I will also add, as the fire hits and some of these kind of catching flames, you hear these odd like shrieks of plant life screaming. It is odd. It is almost like something in this garden itself is screaming.
That's fucking awesome. You need to run back there.
As the fire begins to spread. All right, Ignacy's turn with one down and the more damaged left Twix twin remaining. Ignacy, ready this time, takes a step away to not invoke an attack of opportunity, kind of ducks back, slides off to the ground, grabs the star knife that he had dropped before, twirls it around while still on his knees and flicks it at the guy. Let's see what happens, because I want this to be cool. Hope it's cool.
So that wasn't exactly speed round.
No, you're fine. That was intent. That was decisions were made. 29. So that's a critical hit as it embeds like straight in his chest, and the other one crumples down beside them.
Ignacy with
kind of-
2 down on their side, and all of us just being like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, it's true. Ignacy's badass over here. Gets up from his knees with a glance to make sure that he hasn't stained his pants, and sheathes both the star knives, straightens out his coat, calls over. How are y'all doing over there? Need some help?
No.
Oh, there's 2 of you. And it is going to be the Gripply's turn. The one on death's door, the Gripply that is facing over Noza, kind of just begins to let out this scream of just this like hysterical, like blood curdling, just like desperate die. And you can tell that normally up until now, like these people the people that you have fought have like ran and ducked and done things, and this individual definitely on death's door is here, is not leaving, and is going to sacrifice their life if that's what it takes. And towards over Noza, we're gonna make a kukri strike for 20 to hit.
Nope, misses.
Okay. Another strike is just gonna wildly start going at you for 29 to hit.
Me or Overnoza?
Over Noza.
Hits.
7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Is over Noza poisoned?
No.
Fortitude save. You disappeared.
25.
25. Okay. Another attack. Miss. Okay. The one by you, Tal, seems surprised at the fireball, but untouched by it. Is just going to unleash further attacks on you because you are still in front of it. You are
prone.
You are prone, so you're going to be flat-footed to them. I think before this attack, they're looking around at their fallen, like or near to be in the status of everything. They're not backing down, but they're saying, "This is worthless for you. You're not going to get her, and if we don't kill you, someone else will." It's gonna attack.
So we should just die.
Yeah, the logic
Yes.
there is it's a little sus.
You shouldn't have been poking around. You know too much.
Ark will glance at the Gripply's weapons and say, "You can't even poke around."
Fuck, I love you so much.
25.
On all,
Tal.
100. Yes. Shoot
I was like,
stab wounds in
why?
the back. Can't poke what? Can't poke what? Excuse me?
What?
I couldn't
This?
hear you. Right. Let's
Going full nifty on this.
the fucking psychos like Steve.
Okay, so that is
Give
9
that.
points of slashing damage.
Okay.
But you're poisoned, so that's an additional 5 points of precision damage because you're flat-footed and you're poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another roll against the poison.
Yep.
And this one, since it's about poison applying, if they succeed, it just doesn't apply the poison. It doesn't take it lower, if that makes any sense.
If they fail, does it take it lower?
If they fail, it takes it higher to stage 2.
Yes, I'm sorry, I meant that.
Yeah. But if they succeed, it does not get rid of the poison already in their body.
Yep. What you got?
Thinking.
You have a hero point.
I know I do. I'm gonna use it.
Oh gosh, we're all out of hero points except Barafet.
Natural 1.
I wasn't.
Oh,
That's
no.
horrible, actually.
That's so
That is really
bad.
bad.
Go ahead and increase it by
Oh.
2 stages.
Okay.
And-
okay.
Wait, you don't.
Oh.
Hold on. Did you use your hero point?
Yeah.
They hero pointed and then natural 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I hero pointed from a 19 to a 1, as in
Wow.
total of
Oh.
19.
The total 19, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they take the damage on each round, even if it goes down 2, or they just? Okay, okay.
Thankfully, no, they don't take stage 2. They will take stage 3.
Ooh, Tal and poison. This is like.
Yeah.
Poison
it
and
feels
diseases
super
really
familiar.
get Tau.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Been a while. Episode 6.
Yeah, because last time it was a
Okay.
disease technically. This is a poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what
Well,
it matters.
diseases
for anyone
last a lot longer.
Yeah, for what it matters
Poison
for
is just
anyone
gonna get
listening.
you.
Yeah, for what it matters, anyone
Yeah.
listening. Poisons run their course very quickly. Diseases don't, but they both can be equally as deadly.
You are week 3 to it, so
Correct.
altogether, doing that math already, you're gonna take 10 points of poison damage.
It's not that bad.
You are stupefied 3,
That's not good though.
and you are
Uh-huh.
flat-footed.
At least you don't want to run away.
Flat-footed, like forever. Like as long as they're poisoned.
Yeah, you are flat-footed as
No
part of
matter
this
what?
poison.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Okay. And
And that was just attack 1.
yep.
Oh, goody.
Oh my
Great.
god.
Good,
Great.
good, good, good.
Cool.
21.
Yeah.
Art cast shield
Wow.
other with his reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
yeah.
crown on his head just kind of glows for a second. Shield other doesn't really do anything except I'm gonna take half of the damage that they take forever until the spell ends.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take half the damage basically, like including poison and literally anything that does hit point damage.
But would you take the heightened amount? Yeah, I guess you would.
Yeah,
Um,
half of any hit point damage.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna give totals. You do the math, please. 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'll take 3. You take 4.
Okay. Okay.
3 points of precision.
I'll take 1. You take 2. I have to round down, unfortunately.
It's fine. I have hit points.
And this is you are at the last stage of the poison, meaning that you can't get any worse. So I'm not gonna have you.
It
keep
reactivates
rolling.
that's good.
that stage though.
Oh, great. Okay.
Okay.
Another fortitude save.
So if they fail, you take the poison damage again. You can't really get stupefied 6 or nothing, but
No, yeah. You're just gonna keep taking the poison damage.
15.
Okay.
yeah, that's the danger with poison is it continues to reactivate.
With your weakness to it,
But the weak.
8
No. Mhm.
points of poison damage.
I'll take 4.
So you
four?
take. Does the curse damage though? You still take.
Yes,
That-
all
okay.
hit point damage.
Any hit point damage, period.
It just makes you weaker to it, and he's taking that damage.
I understand. Okay.
So 4 and 4 there.
Yep.
Okay. And now their third attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 10. Not gonna hit.
Oh,
Oh,
thank God.
Jesus.
What are you at, like 12 hit points?
9.
Yeah.
I went from full to dead to full to almost dead. And it's not even been my turn yet.
Dude, right? What the fuck?
So good.
Looking deadpan across Tal, who's still on the ground, towards the shadowy form of Rin and Arafe, and kind of glancing also, talking clearly to all of you. Well, I guess we'll just have to see how long you can keep your friend here up. And Tal, it is your turn.
Oh my god. Okay, so
What a walk.
this Gripply's just stabbing into Tal's back.
Like,
Just
this is
fucking-
rough.
That's the one that's frightened,
The
right?
visuals. Yeah. Okay. Tal is visibly shaking from the pain and the having technically died for like 5 seconds and like
Okay.
the whiplashing of all of this. So they're not going to get up. Instead, from where they are, they're just going to yell, kind of like it's not a scream, more like it's super guttural, but it's very loud, and they're going, as part of the verbal component of it, cast heightened magic missile.
Yo.
Which is a total of 6 missiles.
Can I flavor something here in the midst of this?
Well, and
Oh.
I had a vision of it, but I would like to hear yours after I say what I am envisioning.
It is not for the spell. It is something that
okay.
happens right before you cast.
Then yes.
Okay. You've collapsed. This is happening back and forth, back and forth. This is obscene. I
Literally
honestly
in
can
like
barely
a pool
even.
of a blood of my
Yes.
blood. I'm just literally just like
It's
that's
a
what's here.
pull, yeah.
Just a puddle.
As your eyes open again, as you kind of been consciousness fading through the pain, closing eyes open, you lock eyes with Nim in whatever moment that this happens. But you don't hear Nim's voice. Are you going to be a punching bag, little Tal? Or do you want to take things into your own hands? Show them what we can do, Tal. Show them. And all of this sort of fading in and out of your consciousness through your absolutely racking in pain. Go for it.
Okay, cool. So as they let out this cry, I think these dark tendrils just shoot up from this pool of blood that's around them. 6 of them shoot up and then curl straight back to this Gripply. All 6 of them pointed directly at them. Yeah, and then that's just 6d4 plus 6 is what that is. Okay, let's do it 2 at a time. Absolute balls. Uh, 20 points of force damage. Total.
So, your blood pools together, blackens into a similar color to your grim tendrils, to that when you pull in on that very particular patron power. And they rise up and they slam into this Gripply, where one would have hit their shoulder and glanced off. You tighten your hand and you don't even realize that you've pulled on a little bit of thread as it curves inwards and hits them straight in the chest. Another one goes to glance on their leg and turns in as again your other hand clenches and it powers up and just hits them in the jaw. And each of these things, as you curl in every one of your fingers, you watch as they all curve inwards and hit in just the right spots as the Gripply crumbles to the ground.
Tow's a murderer.
Noise.
This may be the first person that Tal's killed. I
so.
don't remember. I don't know. I've killed a griffin.
Yep. I think it is.
As you turn to look at the body that you hear slump to the ground, you swear you hear this little echoing laughter fade in the back of your mind. A proud laughter, a satisfied laughter.
I love the Norns so much.
That was all 3 of my actions.
Nice!
Speed run.
Dude, I know, right? What a joke.
A little side of trauma. It's fine.
Yo.
The burglars are taken aback by this, going to sidestep you as they're not. This is different.
Duplicate arc is gone.
Thank you. They're looking and confused. Well, you gonna run through, going to take a swipe at you, Arafe, as they do.
As they do.
Wait. There we go. Okay, I lost my character. 18.
Wretch.
Oh, technically you're flat-footed in this moment.
I am. That's a -2?
Truth. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but they're also still freaking sickened, so that's gonna be... You know what? Here, they'll do a quick little fort before they throw up a little... Nope, they don't. Nope. Literally cannot get rid of this thing.
So much.
So this one's the intense one, so that was a -3, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's actually a 15 to hit you.
Not a chance.
Fucking
Not
go.
Try again.
Go.
Do it better.
And they start running backwards. As they do, hold on 1 second. Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay. As they do, they rush into this area. The fireball that exploded outwards and the screams of these plants created some agitated plants as the vines that emerge from below some of these bushes begin to wrap around creature, and they trapping vines, basically. They wrap around this burglar, and you see this, like, from almost like around the way, partially singed, bleeding out sap, this, what you could only be described as a carnivorous plant, reaches out with this large plant-like maw and bites on to the bandit or the burglar or whatever, and they were not doing too well. So at this point, let's see, they are grabbed, and then they make the strikes, and that is going to be plenty, I believe. Yeah.
Carnivorous plants, no joke.
No joke. As with
those.
33 damage.
Oh my god!
They devour this.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. I don't want to.
No. But you go ahead. And you know, at this point, the camera flashes outside to the little sign that was slightly grown over, and you see carnivorous gardens.
The whole fucking thing? Oh my god.
This is the carnivorous gardens.
Damn, I'm glad I
that you
didn't
have
try to go
entered.
through.
I'm really glad I cast a fireball then.
I blame Ignacy, honestly.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's this anime moment where we're all fighting and all of a sudden we see this and everyone just stops and it's just the two pinpoint eyes with no mouths just watching this guy get dragged away.
So at
literally-
this
Go ahead.
Yes.
Sorry. I was gonna make a joke. Go ahead.
at this point, there's still another burglar's turn, but everybody's basically down. Tides have turned, so I just need to know: are you killing the last two before they escape? They're going to try to keep doing damage. The Gripply is not running away, even though they're on death's door. This bandit might, but what you tell me what's happening with all of you? Are you going to let them go? Are you going to kill them?
Can we explain what we're gonna do in turn order?
Yes. Do you want me then to take the last burglar's turn?
I think
Sure.
so.
I think that's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
smart because it'll
Yeah.
give us
Okay.
intent.
And then Ark and I can do our turns real fast.
This one's going to be once the burglar goes, I would like, because all of you are going in order, I want to know what each of you are
Oh, yeah.
doing for
Gotcha.
the people.
Okay.
So, and you can heal. That's fine. I understand that. They're a little scared to tell at this moment, as they have just screamed in such a way. They're going to turn and try to attack you, Ark, and that is going to be a 19 to hit.
A miss. I swipe it sideways with my book.
23.
That's the second one?
Yep.
Still a miss. I swipe it sideways with my book.
Amazing.
24 when I have my shield rage.
And they're going to start backing up. They're not running, but they're
Bitch.
taking a step back, and they're eyeing the one alive Gripply for orders. Okay, Airfay.
So first thing that I'm gonna do is heal Tal quick with
Sure.
Don't roll. Don't roll. Just say what
Don't
we're
roll, yeah.
Okay.
We're yeah, you're fine.
And then knowing that the one Gripply has been saying that they were going to fight to the death, she would have attacked them, but would hope
Okay.
we'd leave the other, capture the other one for questioning.
Okay. So we'll say the Gripply is down.
Well, Ark's plan was to do a super sick move to kill the burglar and turn to
That's
the
fair.
Gripply and hold them hostage. But, we may
Sure.
just swipe both of these dead at the same time.
Sure.
Arafay has stabilize. We can save one.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
mean, Ark wants
Not
to
the one that's getting.
Ark wants to destroy this person.
Go for
Yep.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're not going to save the ones getting eaten by a plant, but
we-
anybody else is fair game.
I can't set your way on that one. No.
We, if we want to, we can see Tal's and Hideaki's move.
Yep. So we'll start with Ignacy hearing. Okay, wait. Go ahead. Hideaki first.
I assume you feel that your life is forfeit either way. His eyes kind of look to Airfay, but we can get you out of town and away from all of this. Or it all ends here. What do you want to do?
So this is
essentially the
after
intent-
Ark. Well,
Yeah. If there's anybody alive still, that's what he'll say.
Ark attacked, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, and I can semi-assure you that this dude is destroyed.
Yeah, it would be
Based on my
yeah, that's
rolls,
fine.
but
Right. So if Ark
Are you
attacked, then
essentially
this one-
holding your turn,
Yeah.
quote unquote,
No,
until
that's the thing. We're not. We're Ark attacked. Airfay attacked. Ark attacked this one.
Okay,
So
I guess-
now-
So then there's nobody
I
to
don't-
talk to.
Then because I did not know that everybody was dead. So then
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
if everybody's
That's,
dead, then I don't have a turn. So
yeah.
So okay, Ignacy hearing the screams of the plants is going to hop on over this, checking the plants near him first, and kind of stepping forth and just being like, so, and you see he's a little battered and bruised, but is okay. Then you're kind of looks over all of you and seeing the absolute burn damage that has occurred throughout the majority of this garden, to not just incapacitate your foes, but destroy public parks.
that was Hideaki, but I don't incapacitate people who want to kill me. No.
Oh, that I understand. And we're going to fall out of initiative real quick.
Sure.
And
I think-
with that,
yeah.
real quick, Ark will touch his crown. It ends the spell, and him and Tal both heal 48.
Nice.
4-8 or 4D8.
14.
Yeah, 40.
Great. On top of whatever Arafay ends up healing them for.
Oh, yeah. You get 21 back from me.
Okay.
I think because he didn't really get to do a thing,
Yeah.
which is like totally fine. Essentially, like his hand was still outstretched, and you kind of see it like shake a bit, as it goes to his side, and then that's probably when Ignacy says those things.
Yeah, can I play with that scene just a little bit?
You can.
So what I wanted to do was a spell strike with magnetic attraction, and so Ark basically hits this guy very purposely on any kind of hard armor he can find, breaks off the smallest piece of metal from its halberd, like just a tip, and in the air catches that piece and basically sends it through their throat with the magnetic attraction. And I imagine that's Hideaki's reaching out his hand after the halberd hits blunt side because it doesn't look that bad, and so Hideaki's reaching out his hand, and then the little piece of metal goes straight through like a bullet.
Like the
You want to
blood
use a
kind of
coin this time?
the blood gout on his robes. Is he that close? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's awful. I love it. And he just kind of looks at Ignacy. I think they were dead either way.
Ignacy runs like a hand through his hair.
Which one would we like to save to talk to? Or does anybody look like they would be able to be stabilized, or is everyone
That's a
just
great question.
completely decimated? She is not going to do the Gripply in front of Hideaki because of the fact that they would rather die than talk to us, but
Yeah.
So you have a feeling the Gripleys, the two of them who seem to be slightly more in charge, probably not going to talk. There's the one that was destroyed here rather immensely by Ark, maybe. There's the utterly destroyed one that is currently still being eaten by the
I'm
plants.
gonna leave him be. I'm not chancing that. No,
There's
thanks.
the one over here, all the way on the other side that Ignacy left, maybe. But you
That got
also
impaled.
see. Yes, but you also hear some stirring a little bit further up here as more damaged plants are kind of wailing and reaching agitated, if you will.
And for what
Okay.
it matters, please, y'all make y'all's own decisions. Ark wanted to destroy this guy to the point where he could not be resurrected because of what happened last time.
Sure.
I think let's do this. In this moment where y'all are talking and kind of looking around to see who can I stabilize, because it is a little time sensitive.
Tao, from where they're sitting, says, "We just need to leave. We just have to go. I don't think saving any of them is going to change anything."
Okay, just as a side question then for Star, Jaya or Abayo, whatever they go by, they are not here.
Nope.
Right?
No, we lost them.
Make a perception check.
Oh God, I hope we lost them.
Oh god, if we kill them, I'm gonna be so mad.
They were in the middle of the fireball.
I doubt it.
They
I
were
got a 16.
in that gazebo.
I doubt I see anything.
That would be incredible.
You know what? I'm gonna use a hero point because I have them.
Yeah, do
Hell
it.
yeah.
Oh, that's much better. That's a 24.
Okay. You look around, starting with just the bodies, with that mindset, and you get that sinking feeling of like the utter destruction around you. This was more intense than some other fights. It's this moment of, and I think this applies to all of you, and I'm going to throw your perception check in there as well. Just bear with me.
Mhm.
This was an intense fight. It lasted longer than you've typically expected, and it racked each and every one of you as you all were pushed to limits that perhaps you never really fully experienced before. And that moment of the adrenaline slowly fading, and you feel each and every one of your wounds, and you feel the rest of the world come back into view. The screaming of these plants that are in pain hit you with some sadness. This was a gardens that was open to the public, and you could imagine that these carnivorous plants were taken care of in a fashion that were not going to be aggressive or a problem to the general public if people were allowed to visit here. And you're struck by the damage you have caused and the repercussions. And as you look at the absolutely destroyed bodies in front of you, Arafe, and you tune back into the world around you, you look to where you came from, the entrance down below, and you see a shadow of a movement that immediately sort of like ducks from view. You hear a little bit of creak of metal.
And I flavor this slightly because I used a hero point. I imagine that we're looking around and I'm looking, and all of a sudden Rin just taps me on the shoulder and points that way. Okay. So
And you have a choice here. You're the only one that has seen this. You catch the hair of Jaya that you are familiar with that ducks out of view.
Okay. So I will point that out if anybody wants to go after it. I want to say my intention to tell it so you can tell me whether or not I can do this.
Yeah.
Do I know how long it takes for someone to not be affected by my healing magic anymore? Like, this has fucked me before, so I want to ask my GM, do I have to wait a minute for my healing magic not to bring people back to life?
Wait.
If
you
she
ask them-
wanted to do a burst of
So
healing,
if I want to
she
do a
doesn't
burst
wanna
heal, I don't want to
yeah.
heal everybody because that has
'cause
fucked
the-
me before.
Understood. Yeah, I mean, some of these, there's the dying condition that someone is dying, and then there's the condition that someone is dead.
Yep.
And looking around the bodies in your immediate vicinity, they are dead.
Okay. Because...
Can I interrupt you?
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Right when you would have pointed that sound out, Ark would have went after them. He doesn't care about receiving this healing.
No, I figured I wanted to give someone the opportunity to run for it if they wanted to.
Yep.
Because I know mine's going to take a second. But
Mm-hmm.
I will
going to.
purposefully wait until the bodies are bodies. And then I want to burst heal out to help these plants as well.
Okay.
Oh.
You get close, but not too close, and try to mitigate some of that. Are you going around these gardens to try to heal?
So
Multiple?
because I can do a burst heal, what my intention would be is kind of take exactly Ignacy's pathway and go in here and then hit it out so that I can hit as much as possible.
As you go here, you see the agitated plants have kind of come through and sort of blocked this path
Okay.
in this area. So you could, no, it's fine. If you're taking your time, you are going to just carefully side pie. We'll hand wave this. That's totally fine. You're aware everything's going on. You're going to go into the brunt of it and you're going to burst out and heal. But how big is your burst?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Okay.
So I can hit everything that Hideaki hit. I just don't know where Ignacy's going to be, but
That's fine.
I'll just do it at a first level to
Yeah.
get them back.
You try to ease some of the suffering of the plants around, and as this happens, and I think Ignacy is watching you, they don't pursue after Hideaki and Ark.
I don't know.
Yeah. And they're sort of standing there halfway between watching you all. He looks at you, what you're doing, Arafe, with a softness, you can tell. He notices your hair and this extra sort of worry of the surroundings, and kind of nods approvingly at you with respect.
Also, if Ignacy and Tal are close enough, they'll get 12 points of healing.
I'm at full, baby.
But if they're
Tal,
Again.
we can come back to you, but I'm assuming you're sitting here.
Yeah.
taking some time to collect your thoughts.
Yeah, Tal would have gotten up slowly out of the blood puddle and walked over, and I think like they're still, I think, shaking, but it's mostly due to like the shock of dying and not dying
Blood
and then
loss?
dying and then not dying 1,000 times. Yeah. You can come back to life and still suffer blood loss and all that jazz. So they're gonna pick up Nim, or like reach down to pick up Nim, and their hands are just like shaking, so they just kind of like motion,
Yeah.
like gimme hands
Nim
for Nim
jumps up.
to and then they're gonna take probably like 3-4 steps toward, like, in the direction of Ignacy, and then just like not collapse, but just like stop and then just sit down.
If you're not collapsing, kind of looks at you for a moment, and you can tell he looks at you and then decides to give you space. We'll take a step towards the door to keep an eye on where Ark and Hideaki have gone. Ark and Hideaki, at this point, you rush out to grab Jaya.
Ark will put a blade to their neck.
Okay.
Pending what Hideaki does. Ark doesn't know this kid.
Jaya is like squeaking in terror almost as they backpedal, tripping over rocks. Like they're not running like they were before, as they sort of watched this whole thing go down. And they immediately get grabbed with a blade to their throat, and they're just like.
I put a hand on Ark's hand.
Please, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're like sobbing.
Ark is gonna hold strong for now, even with Hideaki's hand trying to stop him. He's like, if he has to,
it's not like a move. Like he's like block it. He's just putting like a for sure.
And his muscles will flex a little more, and he's just gonna hold the blade to Jaya's neck. You, what? Let us to die?
No, I didn't want you to die. I didn't want
You know that they
any
were
of
waiting
this.
for us?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
How much did they pay you?
I owe them. I owe them.
Even after everything?
You helped so much, and I tried to give them the money, and they didn't. I didn't take it, and you see them like swallowing hard as like the blade is like on their throat, and their neck is stretched uncomfortably. Like
R2, can you just give us a second? This is someone I know. This is someone that Tal and I met on the boat. Remember that
please,
when Arafe was mad at me for giving them 50 gold? This is them.
Ark is gonna glance their view sideways a little, like cut their eyes, look back at Hideaki and say, are they worth a second?
I
think that panic starts like more hyperventilation from Jaya, and they're just like, please. They're just kind of freaking out over here.
His eyes kind of cut back to Jaya. I really want them to be.
Ark will lower their blade, but they're going to, for like what it matters, I don't know if this can actually be done in Pathfinder lore or whatever, but Ark is going to be like jumping electricity between their fingers, ready to cast electric arc at any moment.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. The nanites kind of pumping through your body a little bit, focused in your hands, and the electricity is there and waiting. But you let it go. And Abeo almost just collapses to the ground. Jaya collapses to the ground. Um, they I wanted to pay them back with the money you gave me, but they had a plan for me, and they made me help with them. I didn't have a choice. They'd kill me. They'd kill me otherwise.
Well, I don't think they're going to kill you now.
Yes, they will. They still will. There's more. She wasn't here. She knows. It doesn't stop. She won't stop.
What does she know? What is she holding against you? Why didn't you talk to me?
What?
I know we only just met and stuff, but like, you've put us in a really shitty situation.
I know, and I'm so.
And now they're dead.
I'm not.
And that's
yes,
on you
and
too.
I will be too.
Just like it's on me.
I will be too.
But you're not. You're still here.
For how long? If you did this, kind of like they point generally at the gardens. If they were after you, then that means you were the ones that got Mishkuru and Kiru, right? That was you.
Those are the two people that we took to the Shaman Ringers, right?
Yes.
He just nods. It was.
And where are they?
We got them out of town. Far away from here. Far away from all of this.
Out of character, you left them at the Chime Ringers.
RFA gave them like notes to how to get.
Yes,
to
you didn't get them out of
Yeah,
town
yeah,
though. You
yeah.
left them at the Chime Ringers.
Yeah.
If they're dead, I'm gonna be so sad.
But yeah, he's essentially just saying like that's the plan, like for sure. Because you're right, he didn't do the thing, right?
Yeah.
But, like,
So are you still saying that you got them out of town?
I guess I'll rephrase in that case. Like last I checked, we were trying to get them out of town.
Shakes their head.
What do you know?
You don't know.
Tell
There's
me.
no escaping her. They're dead.
Ark
You
is
saw
gonna,
them?
Ark is gonna look up really fast, probably before Hideaki can speak, and say, "Do you think there's escaping us?"
You're not like her, right? And then looking at Ark, turns to Hideaki, right? You can help me. You'll get me out of here. I can't stay here. If I stay here, she'll find me. Can you get me out of here?
Yes. But you have to tell me everything.
That's all I know. Yes, I'll tell you anything. I didn't lie to you. I am Jaya. Bayo is just the name I gave for that work, so it wouldn't be associated with me. But I got in trouble in one of her gambling dens. That was true too. And they made me work for her to pay back my debts, and they just told me to deliver these chemical ingredients, and all I would get is they would get delivered to my door. I never saw her. Only some of these folk. And I'd get a note randomly. I'd have something that said, "Give Bamadil a lot for a little," or "Move the merchandise faster." That's it. That is all I know. But I know she knows who I am, and that means I am dead if I don't get out of here tonight. Now.
And I'm pretty sure she knows who we are too. Especially after today.
You have the school's protection. I don't.
He kind of smiles, like a really weird smile. It's just like he doesn't say anything, but it's like, you have no fucking idea. And
She runs Natambu. but she still can't touch the Magaambya.
Is she trying to?
I don't know. Nobody can touch the Magaambya.
Where's this den?
The gambling den?
Yes.
And they will tell you.
Sure. Okay. Good to know.
Is their name actually Froglegs?
That's all I know her by. She doesn't even like that getting out.
Probably
What does
an
she look
alias,
like?
though.
I've never seen her.
Where could we find her?
I don't know.
I feel like Arc 2, if we take a look at the gambling den, we might get a little closer to that.
Sure, but we were led here to die for what? And he kind of cuts his eyes at Jaya.
There were people out there that knew her name. That's all I know. And I didn't know that was you. Yes.
Ark is gonna bring his blade back up to Jaya's neck.
Please,
And they were more dangerous than us.
No, you killed them. You killed them all.
So you're safe then.
What life can I live if I have to hide? I need to get out of here. Please get me out. Get me out of the city.
What do you need to pick up?
Nothing.
What do you need? You don't have anything?
I'll go.
Do you mind coming back with us to the gardens? I promise.
They kind of swallow hard.
I will do what I can.
And at this point, if it matters, at this point, Ark is gonna walk back to the gardens to give Hideaki and Jaya a chance to be alone if they want to.
So Ark kind of walks ahead first.
If not, that's okay.
Yeah, it's inconsequential to him.
So you lead Jaya back in.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can go ahead.
So, with Jaya in tow, everybody is returned into the gardens. You see.
Sorry.
You see some of the damage, not all, trying to be mitigated by Arafe in the center of this little gazebo. Eventually, Arafe, you come out. The carnivorous plants are agitated still, less so, but this has clearly riled things up, and you know that this place will not be safe for the public, and will need to be handled. However, as you all sort of gather in this moment, Ignacy straightens out his coat, seeing Jaya come back in with you and everybody return. Well, this has been an enlightening experience. I thank you kindly for the experience. I'll see you back at school.
Is this what you were so jealous for, Ignacy? Because this
Apparently.
is the reality of what it is.
I'm not so sure this type of behavior, gestures to the plants and all of the dead bodies, is what the Magaambya stands for.
Ark will interrupt with a little half bow and say, it's not everyone, but you can't control those around you.
Indeed. Have a good day. Turns around. Heads out.
I'm in trouble. So I think I don't know. Do I catch him on the way out, or is he gone? I'm cool with it either way.
He waited for everybody to come in.
Okay, cool. I think I'll just let him leave. Huh? What's up?
I want to ask. Basically, the TLDR, and we can come back in a little bit later, but are you all going to work now I guess the question becomes, what do you do with Jaya? What do you do from this moment?
My intent is to try to get them out of the city, whatever means necessary.
Okay.
I said that I would help them way back when, and I mean to keep that promise if I can.
Ark is okay with that. Ark. Let's see. Ark is okay with going with whatever the party wants. In the back of Ark's mind, and this is not privy to any of the characters, he doesn't want to kill them, but he wants them to die. So he is okay with sending them out on their own because he thinks that's one of the quickest paths to them dying.
Okay. Airfei, Tal, as Hideaki brings Jaya back in.
And I will say right before y'all answer, I will make sure that y'all know what Jaya said about the two others.
Yes.
That they
info
believe that
gets
they're
shared.
dead. Sorry.
They do add one thing at that moment. I learned about it first, and it was odd, I guess, because they weren't even aware of it at first. But they don't always communicate with each other.
Who are they referencing in that?
So basically, they point to like the two dead Grippleys.
Gotcha.
That when they like in their brief interactions, and again, Jaya was honest about the fact that they didn't talk very often, but it seems like they met at the gambling den sometimes and different things. That when Jaya learned that they were dead, these two Grippleys were not aware of it at the time. But that's it.
Okay.
Oh. I'll let Tal and RFA go, but I want to make... Ark wants to do something. And if I shake stuff up, GM, please just cancel me.
So Tal is fine if Hideaki wants to help Jaya to leave. Tal does not want to help Jaya leave.
Understood. Tal is gonna go back almost.
Yes. Yeah, Tal is trying to Tal's gotta sit for a hot second. I think
Totally.
Tal
Yeah.
spends like a good long time, like maybe the next day, unless something really pressing happens, literally locked in their room and doesn't come out.
Mm-hmm. You're not coming through.
Helps if I unmute myself. Arafei is going to essentially come up to the group, and I want Hideaki to make a perception check for me.
Yeah!
Yeah.
There's something else that's kind of happening, but I wanted you'd be the only one that would notice, probably.
Ooh, 27!
Oh yeah. So Arafei is sitting and talking to you, but out of the corner of your eye, like, I am still in my
Badass.
moderate curse. So Rin is still strong. So as I'm talking to you, Hideaki, you can see Rin, like, at the body that's next to me, doing very similar motions to what I was doing with Kershkin when Kershkin died.
Fucking awesome.
Um,
So glad.
Covering their face, doing the ritualistic things that I did before, but it seems more fluid and more practiced.
Yeah.
But what I'll look at them and say, we've had enough death today. I will say I am not in favor of letting you go. I think we need to turn you over because you have done things that have consequences, regardless of the reason you did them.
Ark is going to interrupt here, actually, for
Go
what
for it.
I wanted to do.
Go for it.
And Ark's going to drop a very controlled grin and say, or, since you seem to know things before those that are dead, you can keep us informed.
But look, kind of waving at all of the dead here.
Ark draws his blade again.
But
I
she'll
think the
know.
problem with that is
Will she?
if we take Jaya to the Chimringers, according to them, they're dead. If they stick around the city in any capacity, they're dead.
That's fine. What if? And Ark is gonna. It's a lot more casual this time, but hold the blade to Jaya's neck.
Ark.
What if Jaya saw us kill all these? Jaya's led us into the trap as should be. We're just too strong. Jaya reports back to Froglegs.
Don't
Jaya
report
reports
to
back
her.
to us after.
I've never
They won't
seen
re-
her.
And they won't be reporting back to us because she will kill them.
Please, I don't want any part of this. I'm not.
I do have what will likely be another unpopular suggestion.
Ark will drop the whip.
And it doesn't have to be forever. But we do have an extra bedroom.
No.
I did say it was going to be unpopular.
If that's what you want, they can have mine. I'll leave.
I don't want to be stuck or trapped. I am trapped enough as it is. I just want to go. Please let me go.
You can go whenever you want. He has already said, pointing to Hideaki, that he will help you get out.
You see Jaya like looking at Ark, who has just held another blade.
Yeah, the third time,
Yeah.
I'll help you get
Yeah.
out too. I think you'll die on your own.
I just swallow hard. They're very scared of Ark.
I would be.
Right?
They take like a half step behind Hideaki.
Yep.
There's a small chance that I think maybe Arafe is trying to say, or someone could come up with an idea to maybe have you contribute somehow to this society that you live in, instead of being just thrown around like some tool or taken advantage of by people who are more powerful than you.
Yeah. You would know, right? Nim says it.
Woof.
I think Ark will cut in and say, those that are untrusted remain untrusted. And he will have the very slightest eye cut towards Hideaki.
I don't want to ruin that moment. I will say that came out really weird with Nim. What they were it wasn't like an attack at you. It was like a
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
the right thing.
That's what I got.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Okay, good.
No worries. Yeah.
Can I make a perception check on Ark? Because I don't know if I
Yeah.
understand the intent.
Yeah.
Also, for the podcast listeners,
Cool.
at that line drop, there was a face journey across many of our faces. It was quite good.
Hey, remember how we fixed our relationship last episode?
Yeah. It's actually
I've given up as the GM.
I don't blame you. I wrote a 1, so that's perfect. I don't even think
Okay.
I understood it at all. Great.
Yeah, I mean, you probably understood like what he meant, but not the eye cut whatsoever. Like the eye cut just
Right.
wasn't seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think if it, because I know we're trying to wrap up here, I think I'll just try to give him some rations, and like I think this is my intent. They can.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
How are you helping them get out of town unseen?
Interesting.
And it will be
Yeah.
like the 3 options that you have so far, and it's not that you're not going to roll this, but like deception, society,
Yeah.
stealth,
Okay,
those
that's fair.
types of things.
That's fair.
Ark.
Just to
Arc.
kind of do on this side though of if if Hideaki is going to try and help her, sorry, him, what is
Them.
Jaya, they, them.
They them, thank you. If Hideaki is going to try and help Jaya out of the city, Arafe will notably say, "You need to atone for this. If you want to help them, you're on your own," and she will leave.
Talking to Hideaki?
Talking to Jaya.
Oh, okay.
And then
was
the
like-
second
I was
part,
like,
profusely.
the second part to you, like you have to atone to this, Jaya. Hideaki, if you're going to help them out, you're on your own, and
Got
she
it.
will leave.
Cool.
Arc,
Totally fair.
Arc will offer, however it comes up in story, to help them with stealth if necessary.
Gotcha. I think my intent is sort of to, if we're talking about a skill, it would be sort of diplomacy of like, this person is in danger, they are in danger here, and like with all the people that he's
Deception,
met.
society, or stealth.
Let's go society.
Okay, so that flavor to me is like trying to use the city and its your familiarity with it, set them up with some boat travel, cover your tracks, use a different name, you all of that type of stuff.
Totally. Yeah. Sorry, I was on my way there. I appreciate the cutoff. I don't.
No,
I don't
you're
mind at all.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah. That's certainly we're on the same page. Yep.
Okay.
Can Arc aid with this?
Yes. So this is actually going to be a secret check.
Oh, I love
What
that.
that means
I
is-
love that so much.
Boy,
You're gonna
oh
give
boy, oh
me
boy.
your modifier, please.
Uh huh. Can I guide myself?
No.
Okay.
This
You
is
have
a
to
long,
ask- you have to
long
ask
time of like
questions.
doing stuff.
You have to ask. You have to ask questions.
Waffles,
Totally fine.
Start with your aid, please. I just want
Do
to
you
get
want me
that
to
out
roll
of
it
the
or give you my
way. No, give me your modifier.
11?
Okay.
And my society modifier?
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. The only reason I aided is because it would take a natural one to crit fail.
Fair. This is with society?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trained in +4 mod.
Nice. Okay.
It's
That's
So you all-
intelligence, you know? It's kind of weird.
You all do your best. And basically ship Jaya off. The check remains hidden to me, and it results in what happens from there. So, with that, the order of operations, as far as I see it, Ignacy returned a bit ago. Arafe walks off first. Tal probably second.
Very shortly after Arafe left, Tal would have not really said anything, but kind of just eyed Jaya with a disappointed and like betrayed, not quite betrayed because they didn't really know them, but like a disappointed, like, you could have been a contender, or whatever.
Totally. I agree.
And then
100%.
all the same look at Hideaki, and then would just go and would stay in their room from when they get there for like another day and a half, essentially.
And Ark and Hideaki, with Jaya, leave the Carnivorous Gardens to handle Jaya's departure, leaving behind a bunch of dead bodies in a public park.
but embalmed.
Not involved.
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just
I'm
hanging
kidding.
out.
They're fine. They're
Oh,
totally
from
Arafe,
they're
yeah, I was
with
making a
some
joke.
rights, yes, with
Yeah,
some
yeah,
rights
yeah,
provided
yeah.
to them.
Oh. Whew, boy.
That is sure gonna leave a mark for the next person that wants to stroll through the gardens.
Trauma.
We probably should have told somebody.
However, how do I want to do this?
Wonderfully.
How do you want to do this?
Ark, you had something. Okay, I will do something first. Eventually, everybody returns to campus. Probably Hideaki and Ark far later than the rest. But Erife, lost in thought and in your intense, cursed form, make me a perception check. Tal, also lost in thought a little after, following after Erife. Give me a perception check.
24.
Hal's not doing well.
Oh,
Also,
Well, you've been
how's
through
the
a bunch.
poison feel, by
You've
the
been
way?
through a bit.
The poison is not like a disease. It fades, right, Waffles?
It would eventually fade through. So, like, this is a point of contention in the Pathfinder community. Technically, they should continue to roll fortitude saves, but with air fade there and like everything else, the ideal is that you say, okay, out of initiative, it will eventually go away.
And
Yeah.
we could even, if we wanted to retcon a little bit, I have the spell for restoration. So I could use one of my spell slots in the time that we were waiting for them to come back to pull down that toxin level by 1.
So eventually it fades, though, regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say I
But
can help
still,
the process.
still
to make it...
feeling bad and
Feel like
gross
shit.
and yeah. Okay.
You've been through it today.
Okay. Nine.
You are lost in thought, and it makes total sense. Erife, as you head back onto campus and enter the campus, walking through the pathways, even Rin is quiet beside you, and you turn around like the center circle of the space off to the Sprout House. Not before, just out of your periphery, you see the purple coat of Ignacy emerging from Genetimo's office. And that's where we're going to end.
No doubt about it.
Oopsies.
Rip.
Rip. Oopsie, little snitch. Jeez. Thought
Oh,
we were
well,
friends.
snitch.
You know, I mean, good on him.